You're about to listen to TADPOG. Tyler and Dave play old games. It's a comedy video game podcast. We would like to stress that the hosts are not experts and are really just very crass commentators. Seriously, this is an explicit podcast that happens to talk about video games sometimes. So please enjoy this pretty okay podcast with Tyler and Dave.
Hello, Internet.
And welcome to Soda Jerks!
Bitch!
It's a new show where we talk about sodas!
It's not soda nice guys, soda jerks. You fucking asshole.
Yeah, fucking deal with it. You here for video games? Get the fuck out! This is Soda Jerks!
You in the car with your kids? Well, fuck that.
You think I give a shit about this podcast? This is Soda Jerks!
Yeah, we know that person in the fucking drive-thru's looking at you. We don't care. Soda jerks. And we had all the caffeine today.
We had the legal amount of caffeine. There is a legal limit. We've reached it. We're here to talk to you about Jones Soda today. You guys remember Jones?
Mm-hmm, absolutely.
Yeah, I remember Jones.
Thanksgiving soda.
They always have like some spider flavored or gravy flavored or something.
They got some weird fucking flavors. Did you say spider flavor?
Yeah, I was making that
their
up.
match spider flavor.
Did I miss one?
Probably.
Yeah.
I don't think it was in wide distribution. It's mostly in the north where they like Pepsi.
It was their Charlotte's Web series where it was mashed spiders and then trash for Templeton. It was great.
Gage was always a big fan of Jones Soda. He would always try
Jones is great.
weird flavors that they would come out with. And
We need some regional soda news. We need to talk about a late one.
I had the Jones D&D collection where they had all the 4th E pictures, like Sneak Attack was the soda flavor, and I've got all of them somewhere still, but they all faded in the sunlight because I had them set up in the place they shouldn't have been. But
Ale81 is awful.
Yeah, it's not great.
We dubbed it horse piss back in the day.
It's not great. A lot of people love it.
Lexington.
Yeah, because it's like a Kentucky drink.
Who
It's
really
awful.
get into it. Yeah.
But it's really not good.
what about ski? You ever had ski?
I like ski.
The ski's a regional
no problem.
thing.
Yeah,
too,
ski's like Southern Illinois.
Yeah, ski's good.
It's okay.
It's better than a late one.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely true.
Is it supposed to be pronounced a late one or Ale81? I always said Ale81.
Yeah, well,
I said
you're
that
not
until
a
I
real
read the
soda
bottle.
jerk.
Then I think it is a late one.
Oh, it does
I
have
think it
that
says on
written
the bottle.
there,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ale81 in quotes. Yeah, now that you mention it, I've forgotten.
They make that one little tiny too, I think. Little tiny one hanging off the 8. Yeah.
Okay.
Because for the longest time I called it Ale 8. And then I lived in Lexington and someone was very quick to correct me that it was a late one. And I was like, oh, this is from here, right? This drink is from here?
Cool. To go to the convenient and pick them up a late one.
Right.
Yeah.
In 9 years, when I'm doing Soda Jerks podcast, I'll make sure to invite that person back on the show to talk about it. That person is John Turley. Hey, John, you sent a message saying that you love Pepsi and that we were wrong.
Yeah.
Why?
I stand by that because
Who do you think you are?
Because flavor is completely subjective for one thing. I mean,
All right, so then what you're saying
you
is
can go,
neither
you can
of us
go
could
by
be right.
like if you're part of the lowest common denominator, you probably like Coke better. But
I
you know,
am,
if you've
thank
got
you.
like a better palate, you enjoy better flavors, then Pepsi's probably more for you.
You literally started your argument with it's all subjective.
It's all
I know.
subjective, and you're wrong.
I mean,
I'm here to back up John in a way, and
Oh
I
my
didn't even
God.
know it until about 3
Coke's too
minutes
sweet,
ago.
man.
Until we started Soda Jerks.
Not enough bubbles.
See, I've heard
too
Pepsi's
much
too
sugar.
sweet.
Pepsi,
That's
I
it,
think
man.
Pepsi's sweeter than Coke.
Pepsi is
I don't-
sweeter
I
than
don't
Coke.
think it- really?
Totally.
I agree that it is.
Let's pull up the
sweeter,
sugar
but I like it
content.
Well, you know how you drink a
for it,
Pepsi? You have half a cup of sugar, you pour a Pepsi into it, and you drink it. That's how you drink a Pepsi.
I didn't always feel that way. I used to be the big fan of Coke. That was my, hardcore. But here in the last few years, I've just become much more fond of Pepsi.
Coke's got the better memorabilia. Like, we can always
Oh,
agree
yeah,
on that,
definitely,
right?
definitely.
They invented Santa Claus.
Some of
been
Pepsi's
around
old
longer.
stuff is pretty neat. But yes, you're right. They did. They invented Santa and all that good stuff. Well, the reason I made the comment that I could help you guys with Soda Jerks is because they were talking about who owns Dr. Pepper. And
Oh, yeah,
Snapple and all
yeah.
that stuff. I'm like, yeah, well, we know a little bit about that because we kind of sort of work with that company.
Really?
Yeah. The company that John and I work for provides some
Physical access
it's like
control
access
and physical
security
security.
stuff. services.
I didn't know
to
you
some
went
of their-
back.
Some of their plants. I did. I went back.
Awesome.
I still work from home though. That was the deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so good.
Yeah, we call it the
Good.
dream. That's those of
asked
us
me
who
to-
still go to the office every day. We call it. The dream.
Pepsi has,
I know it's tough, but still,
Pepsi has 2 more milligrams of sugar in it than Coke.
it doesn't taste sweeter.
It also has
I
more
don't know.
caffeine, apparently.
Well, see, there you go.
Now that I didn't know.
Pepsi came around in 1898 versus Coke that came out in 1886.
So Pepsi was trying to get on that bandwagon.
Oh, yeah. They're like, we're going to put more sugar in it. We're going to put more caffeine in it.
More cocaine.
More cocaine.
I wonder if Pepsi started with cocaine in it too.
I don't know.
How long did Coke have cocaine in it? Until they said we need to
Long enough to get a good following.
long enough to get you hooked, and then we just yanked the cocaine out from underneath you.
So this totally reputable site that I've totally heard of before, Diffin.com, says that Pepsi was originally brewed from pepsin. Anybody know what pepsin is? Got any smart people in here? Because I don't.
I've
Tony?
never heard of that.
Pepsin? Tony, what's pepsin? And Coca-Cola was originally brewed from coca leaves.
Okay.
And cola nuts. Not to be confused with the Kupo nut.
Okay. Well, I would. Yeah, I want a Kupo soda. Coop-Hop, who is also one of the Moogles you recruit in Final Fantasy. Recruit, but can be in Final Fantasy VI. That's what I want my Moogle soda.
I drink a Moogle soda.
I don't know what you're talking about.
In Final Fantasy VI, in the very beginning, Moogles save you whenever one of your characters falls down, and then the Empire storms in to take you, and the Moogles all defend you, and you can switch between like 12 different Moogles, and they all have different names, and one of them is Coop-Hop. Coop-Hop and Kumama, the ones I always remember.
Okay.
But of course, only one of those Moogles can later join your party permanently. But
Gotcha.
That's Mog. RC Cola drinker. Exclusively drinks RC
Exclusively.
Cola.
I don't hate RC either, though.
Hey, I like RC. It's just Pepsi that I hate on.
Really?
Yeah, it's just Pepsi that I hate on. And it's because Diet Pepsi is like the worst. Like
See,
Diet
I don't
Pepsi
drink.
is
Well,
the
that's
worst.
the thing. I don't drink diet sodas.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't.
Ever.
So
You have like an allergy?
I have a headache thing
Yeah.
that happens when I drink diet. So
I think they taste disgusting.
but also they don't taste good. The only thing I've ever had in my life, and this was though back when I was a kid, before I started developing this allergy, was Diet Dr Pepper.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
actually tasted pretty
Diet
good.
Dr. Pepper is tasty.
Y'all mentioned that actually, that it was one of the best, or one of the ones you couldn't really tell.
In my
that it
subjective
was-
opinion.
Yeah, no, I mean, I feel like that's legit because I get the same thing. Like, it's one of the very few diet drinks that it doesn't make me just immediately want to spit it out. Like, I'll be like, oh yeah, I'm not really feeling that. But
Yeah, I'm not fond of diet. But
Gotta-
yeah, that's okay.
Gotta switch to diet if you can. Like,
I don't drink soda though.
Oh.
I just drink
myself.
water and coffee.
I'm
all
slowly
day.
getting away from it.
I don't like myself.
I didn't drink a lot. I mean, I was fully switched over to diet, but I am slowly getting where it's like water, unsweet tea. Every now and then at work, I'll have a Diet Dr Pepper with cherry.
Yeah.
That's it.
I
Soda
will
Jerks is not going to
occasionally-
last long.
Well,
I'll try plenty of weird soda.
I
That's
have
fine.
consumed plenty of soda, but
I
and
don't-
like I'll have it still. Like tonight, I stopped at McDonald's on my way here. I had a Coke with my meal, but that's the
Man,
only
I
Coke I've had in
shoulda ate.
a week.
You hungry or are you getting drunk? Or both?
Drunkery.
yeah, it's
Little
it's happening quickly.
Little from column A, little from column B.
How's that? Also, it's hot. So
It is hot, yeah.
Yeah,
you'll
it's hot.
metabolize that stuff faster.
All right, Soda Jerks episode over. It was a good one, guys.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Hello, Internet, and welcome to another episode of TADPOG with our short segue.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I know you don't. I don't know. I blacked out for a while. Where 2 to 3 to 4 old guys just play some old games.
Just cram into Tadpog Octagon, testing the new board, plugging all the things into it.
So we, by the sweet blessing of the randomizer, this
All
week,
hail.
all hail,
All hail the randomizer.
We were given just the sweetest blessing of tell it to me again. I care so little.
I know it.
The name
Riot,
of the game.
Road Riot
4WD.
4WD.
Good job, Ian.
Which we know does stand for 4 Windows driven, which talks about its frame rate.
For Windows drivers.
Yeah. 4 frames per second. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. That's about our max that we can
time,
get.
yeah.
But before we just do a deep dive, we did bring on the 2 foremost
Authorities.
drivologists,
the word
driving
you're looking for.
authorities
Pepsi
that we
lovers.
know. Pepsi lovers.
Brothers in Pepsi, we'll call them.
Gun Nerd, John Turley, and Wizened Sage, Ian Chandler.
Hi, everybody.
What's up?
Hey,
Good to
guys.
see
I
y'all
love when you
again.
guys are here. I love it so much. Love you so much.
Yeah, we're glad to be
Good
here.
for
I'm
Clint.
glad to be here. I think John's glad to be here because he begged me to come on with him.
I did.
I hate those two weirdos. Don't leave me alone with them.
No shame. I mean, I did.
I mean, I'm going to get drunk and they're going to do stuff to me. I need to be there.
I was going to reach out actually and mention
Shit,
I'd like
yeah,
to come on at some point, and then out of the blue, John mentioned it to me, so I was like, yeah, I would love to come on. I would come on every week if I could.
All right.
Yeah. Anytime you want to
You don't
come
even
on,
have to
just
include
show
me
up.
in the title.
It's
Just-
Tuesdays at 6. Just show up.
Yeah.
So
Whenever you want.
You're taking John's old position.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a lot of ground to cover to get caught up.
Yeah.
To being like on the show or in the presence of the show while it's being
In the
filmed.
presence of the show. I like
Filmed.
that. That sounds
While
good.
it's being filmed, everybody.
In the presence of the
That's good,
randomizer, I
right?
get it.
Man, I got a little chub.
I did ask John the other day though, how long before you two forsake the randomizer? And give
I've
it
already
all
done it.
together? Have you?
Yeah.
I'm still with it.
No, I think like we had a conversation on Twitch on Sunday. Like Dr. Drunk like came at the randomizer real
No,
hard.
he hates it.
And it's like, I think he's kind of right because it's like like honestly, what we are doing is every time we do an episode, we're making the randomizer weaker because it has one less game to choose.
Sure, and you're setting up the stage to be handed nothing but crappy baseball games or
Maybe.
But once we get
Depends on their
through them,
distribution.
but once we get through them, the randomizer no longer has power.
Yeah, we're slowly killing the god of our own creation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hadn't thought about it like that.
Like
long.
America did.
That's crazy.
So what you guys been up to this week? Anything? Anything? Talk about anything?
I got nothing.
Mike,
I'm
Mastermold
wholly
Mike sent some candy.
Yes. And I sent Taryn a message. I was like, hey, do you have that dildo of Mike's dick?
Did
'Cause
she
I-
have
'cause
one
I
made
want
for
it.
real?
You want it?
I thought she did. And I was like, you probably, like, you're in a serious relationship with somebody who's not him.
Can I have
So if you
it?
have one, I want it. I want to put it right in the middle of our recording table.
Yeah.
And she's like, no. He started to make me wanting it, like, fucked up. So I don't actually have one. I was like, fuck. So, Mike, what I want you to do is go ahead and make one and send it to us.
All right. Yeah.
Did they make a clone of Willie that'll fit that thing?
I don't. That was probably what the problem was. The
used
mold
to-
wasn't big
I
enough.
used to make jewelry, and when you made jewelry, you put it in these little silver flasks and you build the wax mold, you put it in a silver like container, like a cylinder, and you fill that with plaster. But if your mold gets too close to the side, it'll blow out when you fill it with metal. So I'm thinking the clone of Willie's
it's
got to be the
too
clone of
much
Willie
with dick.
XL. Or else it won't mold right.
So everybody, you can anonymously send us a dildo of a model after your own penis, and then we'll announce who has the biggest at the end. After this time next year, you have a full year for everyone to send it to us.
Send it to us with clues.
So
we
if
have
you're
to-
confident-
and then we can try to guess who this one is.
Yeah.
I
Try
like
to
that.
put in as many like weird colors as you can. So we'll say, oh, the pink and black ones are that wins so far.
You know you're really gonna get some dick mold.
That'd be great.
How are we going to verify?
Like I'm not joking. That'd be great.
Not dick mold. I didn't finish that word. Dick molds.
mold.
Molds of dicks.
Dick mold sounds like an insult you yell at someone you drive by.
Dick mold.
Fuck off, dick mold.
You
I'd
haven't
be
used
the
your
guy
dick in
in
so
the-
long it's growing mold a bit. Give me some of the dick mold. It's a spell component.
Give me that dick
I'd
mold.
be in the back going.
Cast dead bedroom.
He's right. Tell him, Dave.
How are we going to verify that the dildos are in fact the penises of our
Photographs is the only way I can think of.
photo? We need photo evidence.
Then we'd have a bunch of dick pics.
God forbid. Yeah. I mean, we're already going to have like a whole bunch of like.
I don't know. I'll volunteer Bailey to take on all that for us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So send us the mold and then a pic to Bailey.
The verification
Yeah.
officer.
Oh, don't.
Don't do that.
Bailey Rowland. It's fine. It's fine.
Hold on. I got her email address. Give me a
No,
second.
it's not fine.
Or Chandra. It's fine.
Drew. I'm sorry.
Drew's into it. It's fine.
Drew would be like,
He's fine.
why do you keep getting dick pics? I don't know. Wait a minute. Have you listened to TADPOG in a while? No. Okay. Get the phone. We need to listen. They're up to something.
That's the Hops and Hero. Sorry, I'm a little drunk. Hops and Heroes podcast. And Drew and Bailey.
You want to eat this candy?
Why you hand me that glass? Oh yeah.
Cheers.
I was like, Yeah, I've got my Pineapple Willie's cup.
Is that from Panama? Panama City Beach?
That is when Brainy Jr. went somewhere with her boyfriend and brought this
You got
back.
candy.
Yeah, this is the
We
candy
went to the
that
one in
Mike's
Panama
in.
City Beach.
That's
It
some
was
good
kinda
Foley.
neat. I mean, I
What's
wouldn't
that?
go there again, but it was pretty cool.
Yeah, great Foley with the bag. That's like
Eating now, or are we
It's the
waiting to
perfect
eat
bag
all
for
at
that.
once?
yeah. They stopped making the Sun Chips bags out of that material, but
Because
it's like
everyone complained about how
Yeah.
loud it was. Sure, it's way better for the environment, but
How many of
man.
these? Just get
so
two?
noisy. As many as you want, I guess. But leave
I
some.
mean,
for
like
Choco
Donald
Chico.
Trump said, like noise like that can cause
got some.
cancer, like the wind fans. That's what happens.
Do we eat these at the same time? What are these?
Yeah, these are sour smog balls.
I mean, yeah.
Smog balls?
Smog balls.
I don't like I just saw him jerk his head back.
I think I chipped a tooth. It's okay.
They're
Actually,
crunchy candy
I really like those.
with a sour, chewy center. Yeah, they're really tasty. They're not really super sour.
Not very sour, but good.
Yeah, these are good.
Did I ever tell you about a buddy of mine bringing, his dad was stationed over in Japan a bunch back when we were kids. And so it was like before you could get, foreign candies and stuff. He brought back warheads from Japan. While
they
were
different?
still only Japanese.
Oh, I didn't realize they were only
Dude,
Japanese.
they were like
from,
100 times more sour than the warheads that you can get here now. Like when they started coming out in America. I think they
Their
had to
video
dumb it
game
down.
difficulty and their warheads are
Yeah.
worse.
Those are wonderful. Those smog balls.
Did I throw that into your drink?
You did.
Here, have
Not
an-
my drink, from the old drink.
No.
Oh, it's gone forever.
No,
isn't
wait
it?
a minute. What are the?
Here, maybe I should hand this to you to pass it, Tyler.
Here, Tyler.
There you go.
I'm sorry, I got this one.
Banana, blueberry.
Mine is
Toxic waste.
I got banana. Banana. The fuck is a banana?
It's like a banana, but a little different.
Pineapple, passion
Pineapple,
fruit.
perfect.
Oh, that's a pineapple flavor
Yeah,
one you
Banana
got?
blueberry. I'm going for pineapple passion fruit. Now these sour as well.
Yes, these are sour as well. This is called Toxic Waste Nuclear Fusion. It's hazardously sour candy, and you know that because the packaging is a toxic waste barrel.
Yeah.
Nice.
With blue ooze coming out of
like
it.
that.
I do like sour candy. So
These
like,
are-
I am to sour what you guys are to hot. I love
Oh
the
yeah, sour.
stuff.
This stuff's great.
But I haven't had something really powerful in a minute.
Yeah, I haven't
so
either, honestly.
Maybe this would be like those Japanese warheads I was just talking about. Because they sure as fuck
It
look
looks like them, yeah.
Does it ever get sweet? Do you know? Have you tried these?
It does get sweet.
Okay. Oh, these aren't bad.
No,
They're good. It's tasty.
they are
Who
good.
sent these? Mastermold?
Mastermold sent these. These are from
Dude.
Candy Dynamics.
Yeah,
Thanks for
good
this.
job.
This is
Ooh,
great.
it is sour.
Ooh,
though.
You can
Let's
buy
get a
this
little
at that candy
sour.
shop in Nashville.
It gets a little
Not
sour.
sour
like-
as warheads, but
I dig it.
I don't know.
No,
it seems to
they're not.
last longer.
They last longer. The sour lasts longer.
Yeah,
for
it
sure.
does, because warheads are like, it's instant sour and then instantly gone. No more sour. These are good. Thanks, man. I'm taking this
Yeah.
one home.
And then I think there are like 2 or 3 left in here.
yes, I'm going to save some for Choco Chica.
Yeah, there's
There's still plenty of these, too.
Okay. Awesome.
I mean, I say plenty. There's like 5.
Just put them in
All
the
right.
barrel.
Delicious.
it's a good idea.
Roll
that army training.
out the barrel.
Talking all about socks and organization. There it was.
Boom. Look at that. All this is packed up and ready to go.
The candy, the not sour part, is actually quite good too. Like it's got a good flavor.
Those banana
Very
blueberry is
fruit-
like if
fruity
you
flavor.
taste the banana, it's just
I can taste pineapple in this, which is my favorite fruit. Pineapples followed very closely by blood oranges.
Man, I love some oranges.
I do too.
I love some pineapple,
I don't
too.
like pulp. I like the juice, but I don't like to eat oranges because of the pulp.
Oh, I can't stand orange juice.
oh
Like
really?
store-bought orange juice, I fucking
Dude.
hate it.
I can drink.
Do you like it if
gallons
it's like- if
of
it's
orange
like-
When it's fresh
juice.
squeezed, yeah,
Just
then I like
gallons
it.
of
I love
Like
orange
if you're
juice.
in Florida, you can pretty much get fresh squeezed juice anywhere.
No, see, I'm all for that. And I love
See, I don't
pineapple
care.
juice. Fucking love pineapple juice.
I like the store bought, the while I like the fancy stuff, the Simply Orange and stuff like that, I like that, but I'll drink the like Kroger, whatever orange juice too.
$1
man.
for a gallon.
My parents had to
orange juice.
literally like slow me down when I was a kid. They were like, "You are drinking too much orange juice. It is not good for you."
And it is also expensive.
Yes.
Tanya's had to go to we can't buy the Kroger gallon jug anymore. She's had to go to the low acid because of her stomach problems. So it's expensive. You have to. It's the Tropicana.
Low acid.
The the plastic, the narrow plastic Tropicana.
Oh
bottles.
yeah,
Green
yeah.
top.
The carafe.
It's yeah. It's like $3 a bottle.
Yeah,
Just have her do what they do in other countries, which is just cut that shit
Just
with
fucking
water.
deal with it.
Well, no, they just cut it with water. Like,
Oh, yeah, okay.
Either she drinks or you cut her head off, like they do in other countries.
They deny orange juice exists.
I also love Simply Grapefruit. I love grapefruit juice. I had to train myself to like it, but now I love it.
I hate it.
The Simply Raspberry Lemonade is the best shit ever.
I've got strawberry lemonade and LIT mix in this Pineapple Willie's cup right now. It's doing good. It's doing pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to do it.
So
So you guys want to talk about some shit? Mm-hmm. Dave, you hear that?
I do hear that.
it sounds like crunching.
It's I don't know. It sounds like maybe
What are you talking about, guys?
maybe brother of Pepsi, John Turley, gnawing on a sour candy. Which of course ushers in a segment that we like to call "It's Soda Jerks Again." Gotcha,
Suckers.
Dave reads some Wikipedia. Okay, guys. Road Riot 4WD is an arcade racing game developed by Atari Games. I don't know if you've heard of them before. Atari.
Engineers of the great video game Crash.
Sounds vaguely familiar.
It was originally released in 1991. In the game, players control weapon-equipped dune buggies and attempt to win races around the globe. I want to know how much it costs to transport the dune buggies cross-continent.
That's what happened. That's why Atari went broke.
Yeah, right, yeah. A port of the game was released for the Super NES, which is what we were talking about today. All hail the randomizer.
All hail.
Randomizer.
Versions of the game for the Atari Lynx and Sega Genesis were developed, but never released. A sequel entitled Road Riot's Revenge was also in development, and cabinets for the game were made, but the sequel never entered mass production.
I figured it'd be called Road Riot 8WD.
Oh, I like
That
that.
would make sense.
Twice the wheels, twice the mayhem.
Twice the thrills.
Twice the
Road Riot,
thrills.
lemons and cherries.
I apologize. I missed church this week, and I didn't get to see you play this, so I'm anxious to hear all about it.
It sucks a lot.
Does it?
Yeah, it's awful. Yeah, this game is awful.
Oh no,
Right.
see, I don't like racing games. I'm not a fan of the racing games.
Right.
I've heard that about you.
So this game,
Whoa,
this
whoa.
game had it all for me.
Yeah?
It was ridiculously easy
Yeah, it was
and,
easy.
and super short
It is short.
and not enjoyable. So you don't want to play it. So just like you get in, you get out, you're fucking done. You're done with that racing game for the week. So it hits with all my cylinders for me. A+.
I want to see the alternate universe where Road Riot 4-wheel drive is like the only racing game. So when you say things like, man, I hate racing games, like everybody's like, yeah, we get it.
Yeah, it's awful.
Yeah, they're not very good. Racing games are the worst. It is a super short game. I beat it 3 times.
Yeah,
Damn.
like very quickly.
In
Every
2
course
hours.
was
Like the
super
World
short.
Tour thing? The whole World
The whole
Tour? You beat
damn
it?
game.
Wow.
It's a port of an arcade game. So,
So it's not going to be designed for 20 plus hours.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotcha.
and I only played on rookie and intermediate. There's also pro. I tapped out after I beat intermediate. I was like, oh, I feel like I got all the content I
Yep,
can
you did.
bring out of
Yeah.
this.
Well, that and I feel like pro probably went to the exponentially harder level.
Probably.
Like it would be impossible to win. You know, you did good until you play pro and now you suck.
Well, the beauty of it is you don't even have to like do well. You can beat the game essentially by like you just do all the courses. You didn't even have to win.
Oh, so you get a trophy for third place?
I don't.
and
You know
fifth
what? I
place?
should have bombed every. I should have bombed every track to see
But
what
say,
happens.
is this the 2000s T-ball kids? Like everybody gets a participation
The
trophy, so no one's
helicopter,
feelings
the
are hurt.
helicopter
Yeah.
bomb racing game. Good effort.
You did it. You pro.
You showed up. Good job, buddy.
You made it through the whole race.
But it is like it's a split screen racing game.
Yeah. No matter if it's single player, or 2-player.
So I saw the little GIF of you playing. That
Yeah,
it
yeah.
just kind of makes, and I saw that it was 2 players. I thought you were playing with somebody.
No,
Is that
it's
not the
just
case?
like that. They're just like, well, if we're gonna do split screen for 2-player, might as well just I don't know, roll with that for 1 player.
What is on the other screen? Just
Oh, just a random
the car behind
just
you.
a
or something,
not
or
even
in front
that.
of you?
I think it's the car in 3rd place. It's like what decision? Like what was the
the
They
process?
fuck?
just yeah. So it's always the car that's in 3rd place.
You know what?
Ish.
Yeah,
That's-
yeah.
That's
Hey Howard, which one should we make on the? You definitely want both of the. Okay, split screen.
I don't care.
3rd place. 3rd place. Okay, all right, fine.
Do you want it to just go like instead of split screen, we go to one large screen where you can see more of the road ahead of you? No, we spent way too much on art assets. Like all our money on these beautiful art assets. Okay. All
Do
right,
you know how
gotcha.
much it costs to write the code to have both of those things going at the same time? No, we're having that all the time.
Waste not, want not.
Waste not, want not. This is now a dynamic. Okay.
This game, to be fair, had a
Feature.
really small development team. So that explains a lot of why the game is so bad. They do show you the credits like at the beginning of the game. So
Oh, they wanted to get that out of the way
Right
now
out-
because they know
right
you're
out
just
the
gonna
gate.
walk the fuck on.
maybe.
I looked at that GIF of you playing. It looked like pole position when
But shitty.
But shitty. When you turn, is it the map that's obviously the map that's turning and not your car?
Oh yeah.
You know how it is on older racing
yeah,
games.
yeah.
You can tell that when you go left, it's really the
The map is
going
moving.
right.
The course is moving, not the
Yeah,
car.
yeah, exactly.
Totally. Even though you can roll your dune buggy. The
Oh,
real
like flip it, like
Yeah.
wreck and flip it over, or is
Well,
it like is that like a move?
No, I mean, I guess it's kind of a move because it doesn't explode when you do it, so it's kind of fun because like
Okay,
you can
yeah.
you can roll it, and yeah, it'll just flop around for a bit, and but if you do hit
and then
like
it's fine.
yeah, that's fine. Yeah, it's fine, and you got a gun on there. You can fire. It's like if they took the tennis ball gun from American Gladiators and mounted it on the front of a dune buggy. That's
I love
kind
it.
of what
That
it's
sounds
like.
amazing.
It's
Love it.
awful. Yeah, it's really you can't really hit anything with it, and it's like even if you do, you don't really.
It does as much damage as a tennis ball would to a car.
Yeah, you throw
Yeah, pretty much.
you throw your lemons and your cherries or tomatoes or whatever the other cars, and yeah, just like
And they don't care.
That's it.
And
Yeah,
they
it's
keep
fine.
going.
They keep going.
What was the number of this game? You said when? I'm sorry, I missed David reads from Wikipedia. I was rebooting a Firewall, but what year did this come out?
This came out in the arcades.
Sorry, This is good radio.
We got truncate silence, baby. It's all good.
Okay. Well, and I'll ask. I was asking because did this come out before or after Super Mario Kart or Mario
no.
Kart? Because it would be neat if this game sucked, but the guys at Nintendo got the idea and were like,
yeah, we could
Cars
we
with
could do
shit
something
we
that
could
throws lemons
shoot.
way better.
It came out. The arcade game came out in '91, so it definitely came out before Mario Kart because '91 is when the Super NES came out.
well, then maybe this was loose inspiration for that idea.
There is a Nintendo connection. Howard Phillips was the producer for the SNES version of Road Riot. He was the co-editor of Nintendo Power for the longest time, and like you remember the comic like Howard and Nestor.
Okay.
Oh yeah, sure.
He's Howard. And
Nestor
Howard
had his own
and Nestor.
Virtual Boy game.
Yeah, absolutely, he did. Nestor's Bowling, I think. Freaky Bowling or something like
Yep.
that. And Nestor's sister is in there.
Okay.
So that's the Nintendo connection. I think he left, I think Howard Phillips left Nintendo and went to THQ. And I think THQ had some involvement in the arcade version of this game, I think. So maybe that's how he got involved. I just thought it was a weird piece of trivia. And it really sucks for him because this game is awful.
Yeah.
The arcade
That's what I
version
hear.
looks better because it's like it doesn't have split screen. It's like we play single.
Wait, it didn't have split screen?
Didn't have split screen.
How could you even play it?
There was a second.
Like it had a double cabinet.
yeah, double
kind of
cab
thing going on.
with seats with rump thump technology. So get in that rump thump.
Yeah.
Like Cruisin' World or something?
Yeah, like Cruising World. Yeah, how
go.
those were set up with the two.
Okay.
I've never seen one of these in the wild. So
I've never heard of it before today or the other day when I
super
read about it.
forgettable.
Yeah, because it was Sandwich Pope Phil, I think, who said that the art, there's a different character sponsoring every race you do, and you get their picture and their name, and they're all puns based on their race and location. So it's a game that if it was made nowadays, there would be like outcry about it.
Sure, it would be super popular today.
They look like Garbage Pail Kids, but they're grown up.
Cosplaying their own Mike Tyson's Punch-Out characters.
That's awesome.
What else can we say about this?
So I am the
game?
only person to play the game, right?
I played like 5 minutes of it.
You're fine. You did fine. Everyone made the right decision here.
Either don't play or play for 5 minutes.
But yeah, don't even play it for 5 minutes. The game's it's one of the worst racing games that I've ever played.
Okay.
It's like so much worse than like Pole Position or like I think Pole Position's a good game if you like in its time.
It had its day because it was unique.
This reminded me of like really, really bad Stunt Race FX. Super bad Stunt
And I
Race
hated Stunt Race FX anyway.
Was it just because they were like trying to do too much and just couldn't execute it, or is
I just think they had a small team and they made really shitty decisions.
Budget.
Because it's like
maybe.
it does run like it runs choppy. Like saying that it runs at like the equivalent of 12 frames per second is probably generous.
Oh wow!
Like I mean, it feels like if we were to like translate it into frames per second, it would be struggling to hit double digits.
Right.
Like it's really bad, and that sucks for a racing game because it's like especially. So the courses are designed with like hills and valleys. So it's like a lot of times you'll jump off a hill and you will not see what's in front of you because it's like you can't.
You can't look down or pan around or whatever to see.
Right.
Yeah.
So you'll come right at it, and then it's like you'll crest that hill, and it's like, oh, there's a whole bunch of shit in front of me, and I can't really do anything about it because
you're in midair.
I'm in midair, and I have 4 frames that I need to like deal with in here. Like the window is that small. Like I can't get around this giant gold nugget that's in the course. That was one they throw at you a lot.
Because when courses are brown or green, you can see like a quarter of the road ahead of you before it comes into load. It's like there are all sorts of obstacles, trucks, trees, all sorts of shit to get in your way, and you can't really see it. Potholes everywhere, but you can't even see them until you're right up on them because of the way the track is laid out.
My favorite like old school racing game is RC Pro-Am.
Yeah, RC Pro-Am's a good game.
You guys did that, didn't you?
No,
Not yet.
we haven't done
Not
RC
yet?
Pro-Am.
Oh, okay.
It was one of the games of the month at Retro
So,
Gaming
do you
Month.
think it would have been better if they had just tried to take that third person, like moving along the course, feel like same game, but they had just
Would it have
shot
been better?
differently? Would it have been better or still trash?
I don't know. It depends because that's like such a departure.
Yeah.
Because like this is, I'm glad you brought it up because this is like set up like the camera is set behind the car, behind the dune buggy.
Right.
So it's like
Gran
this.
Turismo.
It's like third person racing.
Yeah, exactly.
Now you don't have the option, obviously, right? You can't.
No, you
go
cannot change your
cockpit
views.
Or you're over the.
No, it's
over the
fixed.
buggy.
It's
Okay.
back behind you, and you're dealing with the top horizontal portion of your screen. And yeah, I guess if they changed it to like the viewpoint of like RC Pro-Am, yeah, it'd probably be better just because it would be not this game. Right. You know?
So okay, hard question. This or Roger Clemens MVP baseball?
Oh,
I actually finally got around to listen to that one, so this is a tough question.
Because I
That's a
think
good
the
one.
worst Super Nintendo game I've ever played thus far is Roger Clemens MVP baseball.
I don't know. It's tough because like at least Roger Clemens.
At least you can win in Road Riot. You
Yeah,
can't
I
really
mean-
win Roger Clemens MVP baseball.
No, they really compensated for. I feel like they realized that the game that Road Riot was really bad, and so they were like, "Well, let's just make it really easy to compensate for that."
We're only going to get one rental max out of these guys.
it
so-
worked out for them
Yeah.
because we've all heard of this game. We all knew
That's why we
exactly what it
came-
was when you named it off.
Yeah.
We're like, oh my god!
That's why we all joined
yes.
here today. I think Roger Clemens is probably a better game because
Wow. So is that the worst
the new-
game?
is this the
Where
new
does this
worst
fall?
game?
Okay, Cool World then.
Cool World is still worse
right.
than
Still
this.
worse. I
Yeah,
keep
Cool
forgetting
World is
about
still
Cool
worse than
World.
this. This is Road Riot's worse than Baby's Kids, like for sure.
Yeah.
And
No, I agree with that sentiment, 100%.
GameFAQs says there are 4 worse racing games for the Super Nintendo.
Which means they're in your future.
Yep.
I'm going to look forward to this race to the bottom. This is going to be a good race to the bottom.
So yeah, that's really.
So this
gonna
is
be tough.
giving you something to compare other racing games to at this point, right?
This is the worst racing game that I have ever played. Yeah, it's really,
Nice.
it's really bad, and it's like it almost feels like if they would have done something different with the visuals, they could have they should have compromised. Like the compromise should have been okay. The game's gonna look shittier, which it looks really bad already, but it's gonna run better. Like they should have made that compromise because it is like. When you control the dune buggy, like you gotta tap the D-pad, like right and left. You can't hold down, like you can hold down, but if you like press down and hold it for more than a second,
instant 90
spinning
degrees.
it starts spinning out, and it's like this is absolute insanity.
So you're like tap 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 tap.
yeah,
Oh.
and there are all kinds of
That's
obstacles.
what cars do.
Yeah, it's out.
They nail real life car physics.
Has anyone here ever driven a dune buggy?
Yeah.
Yes.
Man, you guys are so fucking lucky. I've never
I
even
haven't,
seen
no.
one.
I'm gonna take you to Melissa's dad's house, man. We'll drive fucking dune buggy.
All right, let's do it.
I was
We'll do
young. Lived in Madisonville.
4-wheelers as close as
But I
I've
did.
ever
I
come.
drove
and
with
that
you.
even
I
that
drove
was a
with you, buddy.
rarefied event.
Yeah.
Only reason I knew they existed is because of the presidents of the United States of America song.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you could have for the rest of my life, I could have been 40 years old and someone being like, it's mentioning dune buggy.
Odysseys were
What?
always my big thing. When
Odysseys?
I got old enough to get into that sort of stuff, I liked Odysseys a lot. They're basic. I guess I'm showing my age a little.
Yeah, I don't know. Like the Odyssey's an old console.
Odyssey is like you've seen those Polaris vehicles, those boy toy.
Oh, okay.
Big. That's all Odysseys are. That's all Polaris like mud cat type. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Those
Yeah.
completely no one
Utility
needs one of these
vehicles.
things in the world ever, much less one that costs
As much as a
$30,000.
car.
Odysseys were like go-karts with all-wheel drive and mud tires, and they had roll cages on them, and they were all the rage in the mid-'80s back in.
That sounds fantastic.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
That actually does sound really
They're,
fun.
They
they're
were awesome.
high-end redneck recreational vehicles.
But back in the
I like
day, they
those.
were cheap. You could build them yourself. They had kits that you
Oh,
could do
yes.
your own thing, kind of like go-karts. Except, go-karts are made to race on
Pavement.
tracks
Yeah.
and street. Odysseys could go off-road. And the Polaris vehicles, the things that you see like Polaris I'm not going to say the name out loud. The Polaris
Totally
vehicles
not
that
a
you see
client
that hunters
first.
will sometimes use. Now, for hunters, they're very practical. You can drive out into the middle of nowhere. And
These are like the
thing not get
ATVs.
our friend McElwain
Yeah.
has a few of them for he has a huge hunting property out in
Right,
the middle of.
and that's
That's-
what
that's
good
a
for
valid
that, and they
purpose
would
right
be
there,
good. Like if you wanted to rent one to take out on the beach, like if you could drive it out on a private beach or something, be good for that kind of thing. But they're very, very, very expensive, and that's what kind of Odysseys sort of developed into.
I see.
When we were
Odysseys
doing
more
the
hardcore dirt bike era, back in BMX, dirt bikes, all that kind of stuff, go-karts, when that stuff was really starting to find its way into rural America, Odysseys really took off around here in like Madisonville and those areas because there's a lot of, you could literally drive out your back door and go out in the woods and, do it. So it was really neat, but turned into a big, expensive, rich person's fad. So
because Dave, whenever we were shown the brief glimpse into the beyond, where we find the real truth of humanity, whether people were dead souls or yetis,
Right.
We were on the back of one of those.
Yeah, you're right. I forgot about that. I was probably pretty drunk.
Yep.
So, yeah. Screaming at the trees with Taryn.
Odyssey, look it up.
So yeah, this is a bad one. It's a bad one. It's a short one. You didn't have to it's not like it was a
How many-
30-hour game. You
How
had to be
many
dragged
tracks,
through.
Like how many races do you have to do to beat it?
There were
There-
several.
There's 12 tracks.
Yeah.
Can we just talk about Gran Turismo 3
Yeah.
instead?
Do you want to?
Yeah.
I don't know
As
anything
long as you
about it.
also
don't
talk
either.
about Gran Torino, but go ahead.
Yeah.
The movie.
No, I just
Yeah.
that is my
yeah.
my bar
It's
for
a
a
fucking good
racing
movie.
game. Though. Like
Gran Turismo
Gran
3 is.
Turismo 3, yeah. Gran Turismo 3 took a guy that Corey, who was like not at all a car guy at all, not interested. I mean, he had a couple of kind of cool cars, but like he didn't know.
Is that what did it?
He didn't know how they worked,
What pushed him over the
Well, I
edge?
should say he didn't know how they worked. He knows somewhat how they work, or he knew at that point. But like Gran Turismo 3 turned him into just a straight up gearhead. Like You got so
See,
super into that game.
It is
That's
carport.
the kind of thing, though, that turns me away from a racing game.
Me too.
I don't like too many customizations. I don't
Oh,
like
yeah.
having the ability to adjust my caster and camber and my fucking toe in and all that crap.
We got all into that.
It's too much for me. What I want is like Need for Speed. What was it? Need for Speed.
Hot Pursuit.
No,
that
the
was
one
my
where you
jam.
would crash.
You say Mario
motherfuckers.
Kart really funny.
Really?
What was the Need for Speed where you purposely caused crashes and they go into slow mo and you get all the points for the great crashes?
Oh, I know
Burnout
that
was
one.
it Burnout?
I think so.
I did actually like Need for Speed Hot Pursuit.
Hot Pursuit's great. I loved Hot
Anyway.
Pursuit.
Like one of the rare racing games that I actually did enjoy playing.
I don't mind. I don't mind when there's paint colors and you can change your rims and you can do stuff. But when it gets into tweaking the fucking
The air filters.
and the
Well, I mean, the type of air
air-to-fuel
filter
ratios
matters.
and all that
You
stuff.
are making my brother rock hard right now. Just
Well, see,
rock hard.
I used to be in that world of
Yeah,
racing,
you-
but real cars, like racing.
You used
Yeah.
autocross, right?
I did autocross, I did drag racing, and all that kind of stuff, but it got too expensive. But I learned a lot about that kind of thing. But that was exactly why I didn't
But say
like
you
racing
built
games.
dune buggies, you
Well-
did all this racing, you ate pussy till you throw up, you
know
fucking
that.
lived life,
You know
Ian
this.
Chandler.
I have lived life. I love my life. I love my story.
Man,
but
I want my tombstone to say ate pussy until he threw up.
pussy,
That's actually, I really like that. That's really
Mike.
nice.
man, I forgot I told you all about that. That's awesome. Because for a second when you said ate pussy till you throw up, I thought you were just being cute, and then I was
Like,
like,
no, I really
that
have.
really happened to me.
I forgot about that.
And then
It is a very cute thing I say to people.
But then I was like, oh wait, I told him about it on the. Oh no, this isn't Patreon. Anyway, it's kind of like watching.
But for $1, you
it's
can hear
kinda
that
like,
whole story.
That's true.
It's kind of like watching a sad, like boring, depressing movie that's mostly about someone's actual real life. Like I've got that. I want the Avengers and I want horror films and I want things to keep me entertained and not. I don't want to have to adjust the
but see,
torque on my lug nuts on the car that I'm driving. So.
me and Corey, we couldn't afford that at the time, so this was as close as we could get to actually.
No,
doing
I
that
understand.
kind of shit.
I understand.
I
And
had
that's not to say that it doesn't have its place in that enthusiast. I know a lot of people who love that stuff, and that's fine. For me, I want to get in and race and wreck shit.
my
Gran
favorite thing to
Turismo-
do in Gran Turismo 3 was to get like the oldest possible car. Like I think I like raced with a Corolla or something. Like at some
Yeah,
point. Like,
there was everything. I mean, it had everything.
I'm talking like an '88 Corolla,
Yeah.
like a
Yeah.
box, like a white boxy Corolla, and it's like just because I would have so
I
much
think
fun.
there were like mid '90s Volvos in there or
Well,
something.
the
Oh, there
cam-
were. I know there were. I played it a little bit.
the camera would pan out, and it's like you got all these like really fucking like elaborate like fancy cars.
I want to duct tape a rearview mirror onto a Tercel. That's the racing game I
Right,
want.
Yeah, exactly.
And I do love that
Tercel.
that was an option. To
That's
have
a damn fine automobile right there.
because it would do the showiness of the panning around the car like you're getting ready to enter a competition or something and pan around your rusted out Corolla like it was something special. It made you feel good about that rusted out Corolla. I know that's good stuff.
I had it because it came bundled with my PS2.
Oh yeah.
I liked it, but I never that wouldn't have been a game I would have bought.
It's what I would
by
call a
itself.
borderline simulation. It's
Oh,
not
God.
quite.
I never want to play a full simulation then.
Well, I mean, most of the stuff was just like, oh, you got an air intake. It's not like,
Right.
well, there might be like different levels of air intake.
Oh, you got an air intake. Did you want that with the honeycomb filter, or did you want that? Yeah.
yeah, but so like, I mean, there were some generalized upgrades and
Okay,
stuff. But what,
that gives you 0.2 horsepower, right?
Yeah,
Spoiler
yeah.
adds like 15 horsepower.
yeah, man.
If you're doing this shit in a racing game, you might as well be playing an RPG.
Well, yeah,
It is a lot like that.
Yeah,
actually.
kinda.
Now that you
Yeah.
mention
a
it.
car PG.
Yeah, baby.
That is actually a good point, though, because those really detailed racing games like that do sort of play out in my estimation just like an RPG.
Totally, man.
Where you pick all your stats
Yeah.
and you're getting all your
It's a
rolling
racing
your car
game with
and-
RPG
yeah,
elements. Yeah.
It's good stuff.
Except I don't understand the stats like I would in RPG, you know? Because like that
You
was
would
my
eventually.
stumbling block. But it's like, I don't know what any of these words mean
One
in Gran
thing-
Turismo.
Horsepower is really the only thing you need to know.
Yeah, that one I can
I
grok.
want to be able to take the car out of the woods and gun down or run down Slender Man and to get his treasure, and then I can upgrade for more stuff. I want a game or RPG where you hunt down zoological creatures and
Make
variously detailed cars.
Dude,
Okay.
make like a Grand Theft Auto RPG that takes place with cars and monsters and
And
shit.
in the woods.
Oh God, that is a.
Yeah, you're
I
welcome.
would play the fuck out of that.
How much better would that be than this game that we're talking about here today?
Like it's a lot more original.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure. Wait, can we include like stereotypes? Because like if we can do that, then I'd say we just make this.
Oh yeah,
just reboot this
we've got
game.
to for most mythological creatures like that. So yeah,
They censored one of the names, classic Nintendo style. There was so all these different racers, the garbage pail kids.
Jesus
who grew up.
McBleeding for you was changed.
There was one, the racer from Africa. In the arcade, he's Ida Amin Dada. Yeah. And the Super Nintendo, they changed him to General Gone Green.
Can't imagine why.
Well, you know, we're a little particular about our Idi Amin references in our Nintendo game.
Yeah. Wow.
There is the racer from Saudi Arabia,
Do you guys approve of cannibalism or?
Sheikh a leg. Let's just keep going.
Oh,
That's bad.
That one's actually
That's-
pretty bad. I didn't read it. I didn't have the spelling right in my head until I thought about it for a moment.
The racer from Iowa, Lucas Sinus. Okay. Swiss Alps.
Because pollen is so bad in Iowa. Burned.
Fuck you, Iowa.
Yeah, soda jerk.
Got him.
Soda jerk.
There's Helga Grossenbergen from Swiss Alps.
Huge tits and
Never
an
would've
ugly
guessed
face.
that. Yeah, ugly but great big old boobies.
There's if anybody's curious, there is a DeviantArt version of Helga with a hot anime face.
Oh.
So there you go.
As Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, OC, do not steal. There's Baja Bertha from Baja, Mexico, who's just
Drinking Baja Blast.
well, they could have
Blast, yes.
they could have gone a lot more like offensive with that. So I'm kind of glad they. went
don't
with
worry.
Baja Bertha.
She looks like Jabba the Hutt. So they traded it in on the other side.
Has anybody ever heard of power to weight? Why would they not? Why would they have a big fat person? Big fat. Sorry.
There's also
That was not okay for me to say.
no, it was fine. It's
No,
fine.
it wasn't.
Was she a great big
It
fat
really
person?
wasn't. Oh, she was a fat person. Yeah, she was a large individual.
Yeah, I know people who have taken like tiny little pieces off of their car to reduce weight to make it go faster. It's probably
Man, why do you think
might
jockeys
be.
are so small?
Yeah,
That's how it is.
they need to
true.
take the seats out of this car.
Horsepower.
There is Antarctica. Her track is in
Ba-dum-bum.
Antarctica.
It's blue.
It's an old
and
woman
white.
with little spectacles, right? Like
Nah,
little granny spectacles.
Did
Man.
they put
Looney Tunes.
more,
I wish.
Did they put more work or less work into picking these names than they did?
She actually drives a
making the
dog
game?
sled instead of a car.
More
so
work.
It's very different.
More work into
More
these
work.
names. Okay. Wow.
She actually
Holy
looks
shit.
like I can't remember the female ice climber. She looks like the female ice climber with like huge lazy eyes. So she's cool. None of these characters ever like appear in the game. Like they're just like
You see their portraits.
you just
but-
see their portraits.
they sponsor the race.
Oh my god.
They sponsor the race, and it's really just. I feel like they were like, we don't have much of a game.
We have
here.
to add some levity to this bullshit game.
Fucking terrible.
All right, let's come up with a bunch of racially offensive names and bring in
It
some-
worked for Punch Out. It
How
can
about
work for us.
stereotypes? Yeah, that's probably exactly the logic.
There's Crazy Killer Carl from Australia. Each one of his
Literally a serial killer.
each one of his initials starts with K. So there is that. That seems like a conscious decision.
Really?
There's Nasty Nelson from Ohio. Elvis Vegas from Las
Des Moines.
Vegas.
Fat Elvis.
Yeah, it is Fat Elvis.
From Des Moines.
Des Moines Elvis.
From Scranton.
There's Cha Cha McReady from New Jersey.
See, I would have thought that would be the one they would use from Baja, Mexico.
I don't know. And then there's Backwoods Ben from California.
I thought you were going to say Kentucky.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Sorry, it would have been great. So that was.
And there's
our
Moscow
sponsors.
Mitch, who is the other. That's the track in Kentucky.
Dear producers of this game, I feel as if Kentucky has been underrepresented in your media.
Thank you. Signed, your friend and Pepsi.
Yours
Ian.
truly.
Although I did see,
In loving Pepsi.
just because I finally thought of it,
Yours in Christ.
I did see on Reddit where it's talked about had the Fancy Farm picnic, which I've been to once.
Oh, yeah.
I got
You've
to
been
see
there?
Mitch McConnell speak.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus.
I
Was
went
it
there.
like
I went
being
there
in the
with Sean
presence?
Miller. # more Miller to eat goat.
He looks like a turtle, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's the most boring fucking speaker. But I saw on Reddit that tons
Like
of people come up
turtle
to
and a hound
protest.
dog fucked.
Yeah, yeah. And so
I
I
ate
asked.
so much pussy that it threw up.
And then goes right back to it. I don't know that I mentioned that.
Tadpog sweethearts Josh and Nicole did go, however. And I asked, like, is Reddit playing things up? She's like, no. There were protesters everywhere protesting him. I was like, fuck yeah, awesome.
Right here at home too. That's
Yeah,
Ooh. That does not bode well.
go Amy McGrath.
I saw a commercial. I'm not going to get into it. Amy McGrath.
Yep.
Saw it last night. I'm all for it.
Yep. Hell
Go
yes.
for it, Amy. Get her. Get him.
That's some effective marketing.
Yeah, because I normally don't give a shit, but I know what's
you
up right
don't.
now. And I was watching goddamn Wheel of Fortune last night.
Man, the conviction.
Love me some Vanna and Pat.
I mean, they're vampires, so yeah.
They
I
are.
can't believe they're
amazing.
still
But
alive.
here comes Amy McGrath running against Mitch McConnell. I watched her commercial. I'm like, it's pretty cookie cutter, but she actually could beat this guy. Mm-hmm. Vote for her. Get him out of here. So
Former
sorry,
Air Force veteran.
yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I do not get
Seven.
up on that soapbox.
He's running
much.
for his 7th term.
He
And, like,
got elected in 1984. I was born in 1984. I want a different life. I don't want your life.
I want a new senator. It's my right.
I'm 39, and I was 4 when he became
Yep.
the U.S. Senator from Kentucky, or a U.S. Senator from Kentucky. It's like, fuck, man.
He looked the same.
My whole life. Like,
Yeah.
I've never known.
Yeah, never known another senator except Rand Paul.
I have
Still.
I have a certificate hanging on my wall in my office. I don't even know what it means, but apparently I am an honorary page of the state senate, signed by Martha Lane Collins.
Hey, I remember.
Yeah.
So prior
Vaguely.
to I've known a life without Mitch McConnell, but it was not much. It was about 10 years, and then it was all Mitch all the time.
That's fucked up. Because
Sorry,
like
that really
they said he was
turned
running
the
for his
corner there,
7th
didn't it?
term. I was like, man, if he got that, he would be in for, what is that? His 42 years?
Yeah, long time.
42.
Yeah.
fucking bullshit.
Well, I mean, I don't think it would be 42. I don't know.
'Cause it's
When was
six-
he elected?
it's
84?
If he
Yep.
got it.
I was
if he
11.
got it.
If he
He's
got
done 6 terms, so that's
Oh, I see what you're
six.
saying.
Yeah,
I see what
that's
you're saying. Gotcha.
30.
All right, I'm done. Put my soapbox
Sorry,
up over
yeah,
here.
yeah.
All right, there we go. Soapbox.
Fancy
That's
Farm.
done.
We had our own
Yeah,
little
Fancy
Fancy
Farm's a
Farm
thing.
picnic.
They've got good
Tell
food
them,
at
like-
the Fancy Farm picnic.
Tell them what Fancy Farm is, though. It's like a political picnic, but it's
It's weird.
raucous.
It's weird.
It's like it's like
really
the British
weird.
Parliament version of a political festival. Like they fucking just scream at each other.
And kids want
It's
to
weird,
go to this
yeah.
thing.
And there's bingo.
So they can watch the adults yell at
it's
each
a
other.
it's put on
crazy.
by a church, by a Catholic church.
Yeah.
It's
St.
a
John's, right?
condensed
Weird.
political tater day.
Yeah, there's a whole lot fewer Confederate flags at
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's condensed basically to like that one like town square that they have, and that's it. The food is good. That's the only reason to really go.
Yeah, the food is good. And there is bingo.
I went once with a friend of mine whose father was a judge. Is still a judge? I think he's still on the bench. But I went, and I will never go back because I was just like, no, this isn't at all what I thought it was going to be.
Oh, yeah.
I was 12 or whatever, know. But it's all the adults yelling at each other about politics and the speeches and the thing, and then the adults being like, be quiet, we're listening to Mitch. Stop.
You were thinking there was going to be
Sucks.
a fucking tilt-a-whirl
I thought it
or
was
some
going to be
shit.
fun.
Yeah, we're the
like
ride.
picnic.
This is bullshit, guys.
There's no 3-legged race or horseshoes.
Eat your
Picnic
goat. Eat your
sucks.
goat sandwich and shut
Just
up.
a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah.
Mitch is gonna bring back coal. You'll see one day when you're in your 40s.
Oh yeah, Cole.
Yeah.
They run that. Was that Black Jewel? They can't pay. Those people are just standing on the tracks because Black Jewel went out of business and like didn't pay the people the money that they owed them. So like the motherfuckers just chilling on the tracks, which is like holding up the last train out, I guess, of like just a shit ton of gold. So they're just like camping out on it until they get paid.
Yeah. It's fair.
Good
for them. Yeah.
Get their money. Get that money. You work for it.
John Oliver did a really good episode over coal and how fucked up the coal industry is.
Dude,
John
it's
Oliver is
ridiculous,
the
man.
single most, I won't call him the single most brilliant person I've seen in a long time, but he is right up there. That is a good show.
It satisfies my need for Jon Stewart's Daily Show and Colbert's Colbert Report.
Easily.
Okay. Did you talk about this game? Anything else to say about this game?
That's pretty much it.
Did you get any achievements for it?
I've got some that came from Twitch chat. I've got also, holy shit, there were a lot of them. Thank you to everyone who submitted these. These are my favorites. I've got one from Chris Murray, and that is actually, John, if you could read the name of this achievement, I'd really appreciate it. It's right next to his name, and you know the voice to do it.
Chris Murray. Call Guinness.
There it is. That's what I was looking for. Thank you. And in order to unlock
Call Guinness,
you need to complete the game and immediately have a world record speedrun time because no one else ever cared to complete this game and submit a time. I am the world record holder of Road Riot 4WD.
Are you fucking serious?
Yes. Serious.
Fuck, yeah.
you are the only one.
You're in the presence of greatness.
Anything you might have felt like less than accomplished for maybe having sort of phoned it in on the game or not cared, you achieved something with this.
I'm going to play it at the
Number
next
one,
Fancy Farm
motherfucker.
picnic.
Yeah, you are.
I'm going to get on stage.
This is your whole platform.
This is my platform.
I am still the world record holder of high score in Road Riot.
Next time you look on the barrel of that B gun, then you know, like,
I know.
No,
Yeah.
I've done something with my life.
I have a legacy.
I would love if that is
brilliant.
truly the thing that kept me from killing myself.
Fuck that whole eat pussy till I throw up thing on your tombstone.
Well, that's yours. I forgot that story. I can't.
I lived it. But I'm thinking yours is going to be the Road Riot thing.
Just gonna say Road Riot. It's gonna say like
remaining
4WD.
once and still
4WD. Road Riot.
Call
4WD.
Guinness 4WD.
Call
And then Chris Murray in parentheses for whatever reason.
Okay,
He coined
yeah.
it.
I mean, credit where credit is
Yeah,
due.
absolutely.
You know?
Even in death. Next achievement I got, this comes from Dr. Drunk, a.k.a., and this is Douche Buggy. And in order to unlock Douche Buggy, you need to crash in front of the finish line and then lose to all of the computer-controlled components, which is really easy to do because if you hit...
I've had that happen in Mario Kart.
Yeah, that's the worst feeling.
worst.
I hate
Anyway,
that
sorry,
shit.
go ahead.
It's the worst.
It's awful.
This game has obstacles that you are supposed to hit and obstacles that you are not supposed to hit. So, like, one of the things you're supposed to hit, like, they're sprinkled into the courses. Like, for instance, when you're in, I think it's in Iowa, there are cows on the side of the road. If you hit a cow, it moves and you get bonus points.
That's funny because in real life, when you hit a cow, your car is totaled and you might go to the ER.
Yeah, that is a good observation.
But it still moves.
It still moves.
Which is
mean,
bonus points, John.
Choco Chica would like to try the sour candy.
Bring her in.
So I told her that she could. So that door may open shortly.
And let in a refreshing cool. Oh, no, not that.
I'm gonna have to take these off though. Yeah,
That's why I took them off. I love the sound of you guys' voices in the
Yes,
headphones.
thank you.
It's
I do
literally
too.
my
It's
favorite
really
thing.
Thank you.
I'm not even kidding. It's my favorite thing. But I had to do without today. I had to do without
They're
it
super
today.
hot.
It's very hot.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna turn the fact that it's hot in the octagon into the next. Oh, it's gonna be 30 years from now before you listen to my call joke. I'm not gonna make reference to that every time.
but it is hot.
It's
But it is
okay.
hot.
No, you're just making an observation. It is
I like
very hot
it
in here.
because it's like it's a trial of stamina to come record this. It's not
is.
you
It
can't
means-
be
it
bitch
means
made and come
you
on
have to
TADPOG. Like,
want
you
it.
got to
You gotta want it. Isn't that right? You
Yeah,
have to want it. You have to
absolutely.
want to sit in the heat.
It's kind of like that episode of Everyone Loves Raymond.
Are you
where
willing?
They all go to the sauna.
Choco Chica is here.
Hey, Chaco Chica.
Hi, Choco Chica.
How's it going?
Good.
Do you like sour candy?
Yes.
Dude,
Very good. This is
these
good
are-
candy. We've really enjoyed it.
See, those are sour smog balls.
And they don't hurt.
No,
They're not like intense. They're good. Good flavor.
yeah, they're legit.
You can bite right into it. It shouldn't bother you. I only chipped a couple of teeth.
What do you think?
It's good.
It's good?
Good.
Is it very sour?
No.
Try
It's
that
subtle.
other one.
It's good candy though.
And here's the toxic waste.
Oh, I like these.
You've had these before? These toxic waste? Okay. Good stuff.
Good.
It's good? Thumbs up?
Mike did good.
Approval. This is the real approval right here.
Yeah, it's true.
The youth
These
of
were sent for
America
you,
approve.
and then I ate almost all of them, so I'm sorry about that.
We all might have tried some. So
They aren't sour to me.
They're not super. They're not super sour.
I didn't think they were terribly sour.
dude,
No.
the extreme what are they? The extreme sour Sour Patch Kids.
Yeah.
Those are the best.
They're great.
You take those in and
Those
share
are
them with
the
your
best.
sisters.
One for you. One for you.
Sisters be like, we never got any of that sour candy. What sour candy?
It's the last
Dude,
we
the
saw.
best-
Toxic waste.
The best is when you get the dust out of the bottom of the bag.
Yep, and eat it.
Sorry.
Tilt it down.
It's like the best, like super
That's my
sour pixie
yeah.
stick dust.
Hell yeah.
That's my favorite movie
best.
snack.
Why don't
those
they sell
Sour
that?
Patch Kids.
They should.
Sour
yeah, just give me the
sour
shit that you
pixie
coat
sticks.
those with
Yeah.
and let me eat it.
That cannot.
That's what I
be-
want.
That cannot be legal.
Yeah.
Like it has to be like.
Just call it cancer. Like
Yeah.
that. Like that's the name of the product. Just cancer.
Throat cancer in a bag.
Have some cancer. What? I'm talking about the sour candy, dummy.
You're making the commercial, okay? Please.
Absolutely.
All right.
Here, have some chemo. What's that? It's what comes after you have the cancer.
I used to have a throat lining before I had cancer.
Me too.
Have you
Love that Joker.
Have you or someone you loved been injured or gained cancer from eating sour candy? If so, call me. My name is Dave, and I'll fight for you.
You win. You win. That was the best one. Love that Dave.
Last achievement I've got comes from Edgelord Kyle, and this is Crocodile Fun D.
Oh, I like the wording.
Yeah,
Already.
that's
That's
nice.
not a knife.
Crocodile Fun D could be like an unlockable character in this game.
Like instead of the KKK.
Well, it doesn't insult. It doesn't
Australian
insult
character.
Australia enough to be a character in this game.
Maybe it insults crocodiles.
Okay. Yeah.
Crocodiles all over this motherfucker are up in arms.
We are not a fun group.
Prisoner make kangaroo fuck. A real Australian.
In order to unlock Crocodile Fun D,
Instead of cows, you hit kangaroos. All right.
you need.
But they still move.
Does have any listeners from Australia?
We used to have someone from Perth, Australia. Remember that?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Sorry about the Vegemite comments I made on previous episodes. Go ahead. Dave. Go ahead. Sorry.
In order to unlock Crocodile Fun D, you need to get first place on the Australian track by defeating the Paul Hogan / Billy Bayou Inbred Project. I don't know if that was a typo. I was trying to parse that. I was like, Inbred Project. All right, that's fine. Maybe it's like
It's like Project Runway, but it's really fucked
but
up.
Australian.
But with less chromosomes.
That's a good way of describing this game. It's like a racing
It's like
game.
a racing game with less chromosomes.
Yeah. Chromosome light.
Oh my goodness.
It's almost a racing game.
It's so close.
It's just right there. It's just right there.
Do you guys have any achievements?
I couldn't possibly.
No.
I don't. How do you follow that? I don't know.
The Chivo thing is pretty sweet. I haven't been to church that many times, but
In Twitch?
yeah. And you picked one of mine.
Which one?
Fucked around and got a triple double.
Yeah, all right. Cool.
Nice.
Yeah,
My first attempt at Chivo got picked for the show. Thank you very much.
we record this and I forget everything. So, yeah.
Oh, I
Thanks for
forgot-
reminding me.
I forgot what I did this morning, so it's cool. Don't worry about it.
And I do every stream ripped. So if anybody's interested in that, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I really need to. I need to really watch some church. It's been a while.
I got some questions for you guys.
Is this a quiz?
Hell yeah.
Maybe.
I'm here for a quiz, John. You're here for a quiz.
Maybe it is.
We made it for a quiz, maybe?
I hope so.
Maybe it is. First, I want to know how much you guys think this game is. Loose,
Oh, I forgot.
Loose.
not tight.
So I want Tyler to go first because I feel like he's got a pretty good handle on these.
$1.
All right, $1 for Tyler.
I'm gonna go like $13.
$13 from Ian. What do you think?
I mean,
John?
I expected you to like comment about whether or not you thought it was rare.
I know you
or had
did.
Been around.
I know you did, so I didn't.
This is loose
Loose on average, according to PriceCharting.com.
Yeah, gotcha.
$8.
$8 from John. Actual retail value of Road Riot 4-wheel drive for the Super Nintendo, loose on average on PriceCharting.com at the time of this recording is $4.25.
That's me with $1.
That's Tyler with $1.
Closest without going over. Yeah.
Is it worth it?
No.
From what I understand, fuck no, it's not.
It is not.
No.
It is.
It should give you money when you play it.
Like, yeah,
It should
I feel
just
like we
pop
should
out
have
the
been
fucking
given
slot
money.
and you take it out. Just
That's what Brandon Eves would always, Brandon Baxley fame, like whenever I'm playing RPGs, like, why the fuck do you do this for so long? Like, if you beat it as money, like fucking pour out the little holes in there. Like, why the fuck did you play a game that long? Oh, you wait until someone you actually think is cool, Dave, in 10 years, then you're gonna think RPGs are okay. So I'm gonna
That
wait.
is the most Brandon thing I have ever heard. After the show, I'll tell you.
you've got how many hours in that?
I had a thought about Brandon the other day, but I'll talk about it after the show.
Oh, it's an after the show kind of thing.
yeah,
Go,
'cause I
Brandon,
don't-
go ahead and send your dick mold into it. It's
There
fine.
you go. Yeah.
I'm not gonna
I
do
don't
it on
want
the
to see
show
that,
'cause
man. Come on.
I'll tell
I'm
Brandon how to
surprised you
promise.
haven't. I've only seen
I
it.
haven't.
I've only seen it in wristwatch form. So
Well, I mean, it's probably not possible that I saw it in wristwatch form and just didn't realize it, right? I mean, that's something I would notice. Right?
it would also be like Brandon to have it out wrapped around his wrist and just waiting, just like taking calls at Apex, just waiting.
All right.
You get this game complete for $14.47.
That's actually one of the cheaper complete.
How much?
Yeah, the game's just awful. The game is just so.
This that
it's
bad.
Just so awful.
But
yeah.
for $14 to complete your SNES collection of cartridges, is that
yeah, it's worth it
Yeah.
if you're
I mean,
collecting
for
a full
that.
set.
collecting? That's worth it.
Yeah. And you can buy it new for $30.03.
God, that's really not.
Yeah.
Dude, that
For a
speaks,
game that came out in
speaks
91,
volumes
about
right
how
there
bad
about
it
this
is.
game.
I feel bad for whoever bought that. Like, I'm gonna hold on to this one. It'll be worth some money someday. Nope, goes down in value 30 years
Yeah.
later.
If you buy this game new, Howard Phillips calls you and apologizes. that's the perk to
Wow.
buying the game. Man,
Is it worth it?
no.
No, okay.
No, it's not. Sorry.
Should
Just
this be
checking,
on-
just seeing how much
Sorry.
value added that would be.
I like the guy. I'm just
I already know
fine.
the
But
answer.
man,
Should this be on IGN's top 100 Super Nintendo games?
no.
Okay.
But we should totally, when we're done with this, we should do the bottom 100. And this game, I
Yes.
nominate this game to be on the bottom 100 for sure.
Yeah. The bottom 100 brought to you by Burger Bottom John Turley. Love it. Perfect.
Deep
Thanks, buddy. Thanks for that. Thank you.
Deep dive.
I got some more questions
Here.
that came in from Ross Rachel Green.
It is a quiz.
It's a quiz.
Hell yeah.
Congrats, by the way. I'm sorry to interrupt.
No worries.
Congratulations, by the way, on 100%ing
I
that
know.
quiz.
We ate
That
that.
last-
Oh yeah, man! Nice
Last
job,
week.
y'all.
Is it the first time we ever 100% a quiz?
think it might- I think it might be.
because
Yeah.
y'all have gotten close, and I've actually known the ones you didn't, and I wish I'd been here to help.
Now you are.
Now
No.
I am. So God,
So we better get
today is
100.
one of those
Clearly,
days.
yes.
Thanks,
with
no
four
pressure.
Of us. 4 of us here, we got this.
And it's about cars, probably.
Maybe. I don't know. Let's find out.
It's about British mustard.
I was about to say, like, of all the British people I know, Ross is my favorite.
Yes. I do love Ross.
I had come up. I was mowing the yard last week, listening to that one where you did the quiz that you aced, and I came up with an alternate nickname for Ross.
For Ross
Okay.
Rachel Green.
I forgot it.
Perfect.
Sorry. It'll come back to me in a year. or two.
Perfect. We'll call him Ross?
Ross?
Rachel Green?
Actually, it's probably better than what I had. Go ahead.
He's got 10 Dave-style questions about arcade games ported to the Super Nintendo. He says, I could have made a quiz about racing games, but no one would have enjoyed that.
You're right. Yep. We wouldn't have gotten it
But we
nor
would've
enjoyed it.
Aced it because of
I wouldn't
me.
have got it either.
Again, these are all games the boys have played in the past and in the order in which they were played. I apologize in advance. This is probably the hardest quiz I have ever written.
Of course.
After you did so well last week.
But he's only written one, so this is the hardest quiz I've ever
More
written.
than that, this is, I think, his third or
His
fourth.
third? Okay.
If you score higher than 6, I will be thoroughly impressed.
All
We
right.
get the rest of the
Threshold.
Tadpog bucks.
All right. Let's vie for Ross Rachel Green's validation. Are we ready?
If we get a D, he's impressed.
I want it.
Here we go.
Number 1. This game coined a phrase the boys used regarding matrimony in the end of the world. That's Marriage Rapture, Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
Nice.
Locking it in. Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. All right, off to a good start.
Good. I like it.
Next question.
5 more. Just
Yep.
5 more.
The game was the first appearance of a fighter who shares the Japanese name for Cherry Blossom. This game was the first appearance of a fighter who shares the Japanese name for Cherry Blossom.
Sure. I'm gonna assume that's Sakura.
Okay, let's work backwards. I like that. Sakura is in Naruto, Mike Tyson.
I'm assuming a Street Fighter game. So Street Fighter Alpha, maybe.
Yeah, no, I think that's right. I think it is Street Fighter Alpha. Was it 3 on the SNES or?
Yeah. That was pretty much a PlayStation generation, but I do think that 1 came out for the SNES. So maybe it's Street Fighter Alpha 3.
John Ian.
Fuck that.
Yeah, man. Sounds
Yes,
good.
it is Street Fighter Alpha 3. I've been waiting for you to come to that
That's the
conclusion.
one.
All right, let's lock it in.
All right.
Man, I just can't remember if it was 3 or not. I think you're right with Street
I
Fighter.
think it's the
Alpha.
Alpha series.
Definitely
Because
Alpha 3.
she is in Street Fighter, but I
Right.
think only Street
They're-
Fighter
they're gonna
2,
blame me when
2
this is
Turbo,
wrong.
and Street Fighter Alpha 3 were the only Street Fighters for the SNES.
All right, logging it in. Street Fighter Alpha 3. Street Fighter Alpha 2.
That's
It has to be a typo.
That's half credit.
But does he say it's Sakura or just the game?
Just the game.
Half credit.
This game featuring incredibly, there might even not be a Street Fighter Alpha 3. I don't fucking know.
I'm pretty sure we did that one for the IGN's Top 100.
It would have been Alpha 2 because that's the only Street Fighter Alpha game we played. These are all games that we've done episodes on.
Oh. Well, then we technically got it. I just forgot which one we did. It's fine.
So, yeah.
Street Fighter Alpha.
We got it.
Yeah.
Street Fighter.
If that's the only one we did, it's the only one we did. So Street Fighter Alpha.
Canada. Think about it.
It's like the, Necronomicon. Viru.
Next question. We'll nail it from here on out. This game featuring incredibly racist depictions of Native Americans was also on the show that named the segment Dave Reads from Wikipedia.
Racist depictions of Native Americans.
All right, start over.
This game featuring incredibly racist depictions of Native Americans was also on the show that named the segment Dave
Sunset
Reads from
Riders.
Wikipedia. Has to be Sunset Riders, right?
Yeah.
That's what I would think.
Because that was really early on.
Is that because you came up with Dave Reads from Wikipedia on that episode, or is that
We must have.
Maybe.
I
sounds
admittedly
about
haven't
right.
been around since the beginning, but
But I don't think it had a name
Okay.
at first. And
Okay.
then it was like, well, this is just me
Yeah.
reading from Wikipedia. So.
Yeah.
All right. Sunset
think
Riders. I like
Sunset
it.
Riders.
It was the first time you said a segment known as.
Dave Reads from Wikipedia. Maybe.
we like to call John.
We like to call. I'm sorry.
Get that shit right.
Locking it in. Sunset Riders. It is Sunset Riders.
Nice.
Good
All
job,
right.
Tyler.
Good job.
Tyler's on it.
Next question.
This was a Tyler quiz.
Yeah.
This game, featuring a baseball cap sporting American, was also the first episode to have a disclaimer at the beginning. My guess is Fatal Fury.
Fatal Fury sounds good because it was the first. I thought Kirby's Avalanche was the first one to have a disclaimer.
Is,
I
he,
do remember Kirby wearing a ball cap, but maybe not. Not like.
Kirby's not an American. He's a
that's
he's a
true.
pop starian.
That's true.
I mean, I would. It's probably. I mean, I can't think
Korean.
of anyone who would have a baseball
logic is
cap
sound.
that early on. It's Fatal Fury we did back in your old. Like that was with Jacob and Zach in the very first Tadpog. So okay, Fatal Fury. All right,
Was it Fatal Fury 1?
might have been Fatal Fury 2.
Because I can't remember which one it was. Fatal Fury 2?
I bet it's Fatal Fury 2.
2? You guys think 2?
Don't ask me. Yes.
All right. Yeah, perfect. I love it. All right. Fatal Fury 2, locking it in. It is Fatal Fury 2.
I knew it.
Nice.
See, he totally,
knew it.
totally knew it.
Next question.
I got to ask you a question in a minute.
All right.
Go for it right now.
This is TADPOG question. So I haven't gone back to the beginning. I probably never will.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
You didn't always do a disclaimer at the beginning.
Nope.
Is there?
The event known as the kerfuffle is what caused us to have a disclaimer.
I see.
Yeah.
What
Okay,
was the kerfuffle like?
I told a story about me in my youth group in church that offended a friend of ours to an incredible degree, to the point that he tried to tank the podcast. And after that point, we just had a disclaimer about, hey, the show might have upsetting elements to it.
It's very foul language type
Yep.
thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man.
The reason I ask
I
is
just forgot
there
that.
something?
But then Meg and her priestly goodness came on the next episode and forgave us. So, in Kirby's Avalanche.
Thank you, Meg. It's the last time I'll ever say that. I would like to know if there was anything that has survived, has been a thing, and I have an idea what it might be. But is there anything in the TADPOG sort of way of doing
Pantheon.
stuff that has stayed from episode 1
The dogma.
until today? Like that you have done consistently from episode 1 till today. I have an idea what it might be.
Publish every week.
Yep.
Well, I think that's
Yeah.
besides that. I meant like a thing on your weekly.
Because we didn't do Beards and Glasses for a few episodes. We didn't have intro stories for a few episodes.
Really?
Oh my lord. I would that's
I mean, I thought we did beards and glasses from the
thought you did.
get-go.
It was
I thought you did
early
too.
on, but we didn't always do them.
I think I know what it might be.
Okay, all right.
The one thing that might have survived, although I don't know because I haven't gone back to the beginning and I probably never will. No offense. I love you.
Please
too.
don't. The early
Yeah.
episodes are the worst.
Yep.
Hello Internet.
Oh, yeah.
Have you done that since day 1?
Yeah, I think so.
Yep, because that was in the script you wrote. So
Yeah.
we used to use a script for the very
For
beginning.
the intro, yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
That's so adorable. I always figured that Hello Internet was probably the one thing that has survived from day 1 till
Probably
today.
right.
I think
You were
you're right,
Probably
yeah.
right.
Prove me
Yeah.
wrong, Tadpog Nation. If not, then I win. I do.
Did I destroy that in this episode with Soda Jerks?
I went back to it. No, I said hello
said
internet.
hello
Yeah,
internet.
then
Said
you
hello
did.
internet.
You did
because
say it.
That's how you know is the hello
Guys.
Here's a
internet.
tradition down the toilet. Is it
Yikes.
6 years? Is it 6?
Yeah, it's 6 years.
Nice. God, I love
What
you
is
too.
that?
7 in December.
I love you guys
no,
so
the sticker?
much. Continue with the
Sticker?
quiz.
Next
Apologize
question.
for interrupting.
No, it was great. This
He told you
game,
to ask.
I did. This game features colorful, and he spelled it the British way. How cute.
Kalur.
Colorful.
Galore.
Colorful.
The right way, as
Hey,
Ross would say.
that you belongs in USA, Ross. All right. God damn it. Why don't you take your Tory ass back over there and leave all you to us.
Your Tory ass.
This game features colorful balls and cartoon dinosaurs. I think Bubble Bobble, but I feel like that's way too early. Like, this is...
Colorful balls and cartoon dinosaurs.
It's not a Yoshi thing, is it?
I can't think of any balls, though, quite like Bubble Bobble was, though. It's all about the balls.
I do remember there being balls and and dinosaurs. I should say. Obviously, there were balls. There
Yeah.
were dinosaurs, right?
Yep.
There were
Yeah, I think Bubble Bobble's it.
But Bubble Bobble was so much
It was later.
than
It was
Fatal
later.
Fury 2.
It was. He didn't say these
He
were in.
didn't
He didn't say these
yeah.
were in order.
He said
Yes,
it
he
was
did.
done
Oh,
previously.
he did say
Yes,
they're in
he did.
order. He did jump last time from like the 80s to the 30s or whatever.
You are on like episode
wrong.
500 and what?
80 something, I don't know.
500 and
517. I was off by just a little bit. I was off by a year and a half.
500 and something. Anything.
And Bubble Bobble's good. I can't think of anything else that would qualify.
All right, logging it in. Bubble Bobble. It is... Man, it's Bust a Move, which is Bub and Bob.
That's
God,
the
even
same
I should've
thing.
known
Same
that
thing. Same thing. Half credit.
Yeah, I feel like that's a half credit.
You're up to 2 half credits. Just FYI.
That's a full credit.
Yeah.
That's a full credit.
So we need like 2
Yeah.
more.
It's like
So
we took...
you can get you can still get a 9.
Yeah.
In other words,
It's like we took a lab. Sorry. This game featured 4 brothers traveling through time and battling foes.
Turtles in Time.
Turtles in Time. Hell yes. Locking it in. It is, in fact, Teenage
Red Dead
Mutant...
Redemption. Sorry.
It is, in fact, Teenage Mutant Ninja / Hero Turtles, because in Albion, they can't call them ninjas. They have to call them Hero Turtles. Turtles in Time.
How many questions are left?
4.
Speaking of time, remind me after your quiz. I got to ask you something.
Go ahead. Ask me now.
Have you all heard of this game, Tower of Time?
No.
It was a PC game. It's out on Steam. I think you can get it. It's like an RPG. It keeps running. It's like real-time battling. Apparently, they released a port for iOS and Android as well. But now, apparently, next year, they're doing a port to Xbox, PS4, and Switch. I was looking for a good new game to try and, as a time waster, and I was curious if anybody had heard of Tower of Time.
Have you played Bloodstained Curse of the Night?
Well, that's why I didn't want to bring it up now, because I was going to say I was kind of looking for a good dungeon crawler to play.
Bloodstained.
Wizardry 5.
No, I listened to that episode. I know better. Nice try, Dave.
Fine, Might Magic 3. How's it
Yeah.
there?
I was just looking for a little dungeon crawler, something I could keep going in the background while I'm at work, or something to pick at and play with. And I saw Tower of Time, and I was like, ooh, that looks really interesting. Comes out in 2020.
Oh, all right.
It's like, fuck.
You can
I
play-
do want to play the Wheel of Time first-person shooter that was out like for PC like in the 90s.
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Shit.
There's a
How
Wheel
bad?
of Time game where you first-person shooter where you play an Aes Sedai with like a Terangrial, which are their magic items that shoots and you're defending the White Tower. You said tower, reminded me of that.
Everybody out on the nation, I have an Xbox One. I know that makes me a monster, according to Sean Muldowney. He said I'm not a monster.
Yeah, but you got
Not a monster.
you got Ethel
I will
James.
never
Collins
forget
on
that,
your
Sean.
side,
I
though.
thought we were friends.
You're
Anybody
a
out
monster.
there? You're a monster. Anybody out there in the nation got a good recommendation for a good dungeon crawler for me to kill time with? It doesn't have to be too involved. You know, something I can just
You can play
stretch out.
Diablo 1 in your browser.
Oh, that's true. I could do Diablo 3.
You ever played Rogue Legacy?
No. The answer is no to anything you're going to ask me.
Rogue Legacy is like the only game in recent times that I've played that I've absolutely like put in my top 10.
Okay.
Like I fucking
Is that an Xbox game though? Is
it's
it a,
probably. I'm sure.
know.
I would wager it's on the XBLA arcade or something.
No idea.
Like that.
It's really good, though. It's on Steam.
And I don't want to hijack everything. I'm just saying I'm looking for I've been playing the Lego games, the Lego platformers, which I'm super fond of, but I just want to mix it up a little, get a little something else. So if y'all know of anything.
It's a simple roguelike action platformer, but I think it's fucking amazing. I miss it so much.
Is it
I miss
super
that game.
immersive, or can
Nope.
you play it casually?
You can.
No, you can play it
every time you die, you start over. As a new character, and
Tell
you can
me
absolutely.
again.
Rogue Legacy.
Rogue Legacy.
We
Okay.
did an episode over it. You can check that out.
Cool. Okay.
A
I
really
probably
long
heard
time
it.
ago.
Really long time ago. You
Yeah.
turned me on to that, Dave. You played it in alpha or something like that, and then told me about it. And God, I fell in love with it so hard.
It's a good game. It's a
Man.
really, really
Oh,
good game.
it's
It's
so
seriously
good.
it's a
Okay.
great game.
Okay, cool.
Oh my God, it's such a good game.
It's cheap, too.
Yeah. No, I got a bone. I got a bonniere. Bonniere with a U.
I was gonna say,
I'm American, so I got my bonniere.
Tell us how you feel about it, Tyler.
Oh man.
All right, sorry, Dave. Go on with the quiz.
I mean, I fell in love
Oh,
with
yeah,
I
there's-
fell in love with BioShock, and then nothing. BioShock and Fallout, and then nothing got me like that until Rogue Legacy.
that means something to me, actually, because BioShock was my fucking jam.
Yeah, that
I
got me
remember
back
you
into
telling
console
me
games.
about Bioshock when you started playing it. Like
That game moved me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not even trying to be fucking funny. That game moved
Oh no,
me.
No,
it's
Bioshock's a great game.
BioShock
It's
is
so
magic.
good, and I even liked BioShock 2, as weird as it
Yeah,
was.
I love
it was
BioShock
a
2.
great game,
Yep.
and BioShock Infinite. I've still got the T-shirt with the shock.
Artsy
guy,
AJ's
shock
playing
jock.
BioShock Infinite right now, so
Okay, man.
I got the
got
BioShock
Maybe I'll play
collection from Riot 4.
BioShock. Maybe I'll play BioShock next. Go ahead, David. I'm sorry.
they did that HD remake. I thought about playing.
Oh, I
3.
know. I did get that on Steam, but I don't think it's a Xbox thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a good computer anymore. Sorry. Go ahead, David.
This side-scrolling shooter was titled Area 88 in Japan. It was based on a manga of the same name.
Ooh,
My guess is UN Squadron, but that's just a guess. I don't know. Area 88 seems like I don't know, man.
that is a
Contra?
really. I don't have a better guess than that. I
don't
think
think
that's
it's-
pretty good.
I don't think it's Contra. I can't remember what the name of Contra was in... but then-
Contra 3, the Alien
Maybe
Wars.
Contra 3, because, yeah, the Alien Wars.
I don't know about
okay,
the
well,
other
maybe
one.
it's Contra. Maybe because they're aliens and stuff, and maybe it is Contra 3.
I hope I didn't just lead us down the wrong path. I don't feel
You probably
really
didn't.
shitty.
There's not a really good chance.
Okay.
Well, we also need to include that we need to remember that's based on a manga. So
Yeah.
there's a low chance, I think, that the Alien Wars was based on a manga. Maybe. I'm not saying it's definitely not, but
But UN Squadron definitely was.
I don't know.
Because of its art style.
I assume because of the art
Its art style lends itself really
it made
well.
me think of that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Are there any other... Oh, it's also not a... UN Squadron's not a side-scrolling shooter.
Oh, Contra 3.
I'm trying to think of any other side-scrolling shooters that we've done.
Well, it is a side-scrolling shooter, like UN Squadron.
I thought it was an overhead. Oh, okay. Well, maybe it
Side-scrolling.
is. I don't know.
It's hard between those two. But I can't imagine they'd have a manga about the two American guys. and they're also not going to call it UN Squadron over in Japan. So I'm with you on that. UN Squadron.
All right, let's lock it in. Let's see what it is. UN Squadron.
Nice.
Good pull.
Man.
Very good pull.
Even though I can't visualize the game correctly in my mind, it's those portraits, man. It's
Yep.
those like very anime
The guy with the
style
beard and the white helmet?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
absolutely. That's what I remember in the game. Like I don't remember the actual gameplay. I remember those portraits.
Yep.
This sports game allowed athletes to pull off Okay, this sports game allowed athletes to pull off incredible maneuvers and damage the arena.
A baseball game that lets you
It's a
damage-
sports game.
A sports game.
Yeah. Bill Lambier's combat
That was.
basketball.
Did it allow
We've done
you
it
to
before.
damage the
It would-
arena?
it
I
would
mean, you
almost
can
have to.
the arena, but in NBA Jam,
You could
can
break the backboard.
Break the backboard.
But that's not
That's
really.
it.
Does that count as damage to the arena?
Yeah.
That's it.
makes
They
me
don't play
wonder.
basketball in Albion, so like you got to think about who's writing the quiz. My boss talks about my creative director is from Britain,
Yeah, yeah.
and he
Okay.
makes no bones about the fact that in Britain basketball is a girls' game. Like he just,
No
he
shit.
just leaves it at that.
Oh my goodness.
Fucking seriously? I did not know
Real
that.
men play soccer.
Yes.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
Rugby.
In rugby.
rugby.
Yeah.
Rugby.
Man.
I like NBA Jam.
I think NBA Jam, but
NBA James.
it's in recorded order. So I wonder.
Yeah,
NBA
if it
Jam was
is in
squarely
order,
in the
that
middle.
was- I was thinking.
Could you
earlier.
damage
wonder
the
if UN
arena
Squadron-
in
could
Bill
break
Lambier's
the
combat
backboard.
basketball?
Bill Lambier's combat basketball was like late.
It was very late.
It was late.
But we're late in the quiz. I'm just saying.
And I think we are late in the quiz. I think, was NBA James your first episode
It
of
was.
TADPOG, John?
Yes,
It was.
yes,
Yeah, awesome.
It was. So that
So
would
do you
put it
remember?
really early? Really early.
It was really early.
It is a toss up between Bill Lambier and NBA Jam.
I think it's NBA Jam. I do. Because I think Bill
I feel
Lambier
like
was
he's
so much
sti-
later.
He's probably sticking to the top 100. Is
I
what
think
I
maybe.
think is his MO.
Can we cheat? You want to pass and go to the next question
Sure.
and then try to reverse engineer where NBA Jam is placed?
it paid off
sounds good.
last time you did that shit.
All right. Second to
y'all
last.
100% a quiz, and then shit gets real, man. Y'all like,
Thanks,
no.
Ross.
We got a
Punish us for doing
motherfucking.
well on your quiz. It doesn't mean that you failed.
Second to last question. This game features the phrase "big money, big prizes, Smash TV,
Smash TV.
Smash
lock it in."
TV. Yeah, I didn't even know that one.
Yeah, that's a classic.
Yep.
It is fucking Super Smash TV. Do we give ourselves
yeah.
credit?
we get that.
You know what we meant.
Was that on
damn it.
IGN's
You
top
know what we
100?
meant.
I think
I don't know
think
that it was.
Why else would we play it?
Because it's Smash TV. I don't know that it was.
It was a popular game. I know you did it. We're getting
Yeah,
credit
it was
for
in
that
the top
question.
100, yeah.
He knows good and fucking well what we meant.
All right, we got it. Okay,
That's points.
Credit.
And I challenge any of you. Come at me.
Points
Come
on the
at
board.
me.
last question.
Come on me, any of you.
Whatever.
Please.
I dare you.
I need that money total to go up. It's
I need to take facial. Come on.
the only thing I haven't done, except for the swallowing thing, which I might do.
I sucked a dick, but I haven't swallowed cum, so I haven't.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that one.
I
Yeah.
mean, one doesn't always necessarily lead to the other, Tyler.
You suck a
on,
pussy
man.
long enough, it becomes a dick.
Depends
okay?
on how good of a friend you are. Last question. This game featured prehistoric fighters and allowed you to eat spectators. That is Primal Rage.
Primal Rage.
For sure.
Or is he sure it's not Super Primal Rage 3D Max or some shit that he's going to call us
It's
on?
Primal Rage 4-wheel drive. We almost got it.
I like how you turned Ross just straight up into the villain.
You're the
Any kind
villain,
of bullshit
Ross.
he's gonna call us on? Fuck this guy.
You know what? You know what, John? You know what happened? It started when he spelled color with a U.
Probably
you're
like Duchess of Sussex, Primal Rage, or some shit.
And I know that I'm like the
And
most...
you're like the most British
British
dude in here,
dude
maybe.
in
I'm
here.
pretty sure. Like
Ross, I love you, man. I'm just fucking...
Ian Joffrey Chandler.
Geoffrey is my middle name.
Don't invoke his true name.
Well,
That's
it's
not
the
even my final form,
Isn't there-
motherfuckers.
Yeah, I was gonna say you've got like a third or a fourth.
I mean,
on
we
there.
got more than 6 though.
Well, we passed the question. We still got answers at NBA James
shit.
or Bill Lambert's comment.
That's on y'all to fucking decide.
See, I don't know that Primal Rage was on the top 100 either.
I don't think it was.
Wait, did he say that these were all on the top 100? Or
No,
you
he
just
said they're
saying
in
that because-
recorded
They're in
order.
recorded
Recorded
order.
Gotcha.
So that could go
Recorder.
a long way. Like, it all comes down to, does Ross consider destroying a backboard damage to the arena?
But I
really
feel like
does.
Bill Lambert's Combat Basketball was way later than Primal Rage, though.
You wait, but there's also we need to let me reread this question, okay? Let me reread this question. This
Like a fucking
Okay, here goes.
CSI episode in here.
it's like the worst CSI episode ever. All right, what sports game allowed athletes to pull off incredible
I don't know.
maneuvers?
Have you seen
I
David
think-
Caruso act? Like,
You're talking about the cut scenes of this slam dunks and stuff.
in NBA Jam?
You didn't
I
do
think-
NBA
incredible
Jam.
maneuvers in Bill Lambert's Combat
exactly.
Basketball.
I'm backing Dave on this one.
and
NBA
damage
James.
the arena. I think damage the arena is totally breaking.
NBA
the
Jam.
break in the-
And
NBA Jam.
you're also burning the
James.
rope off of the hoop. I don't know.
NBA James.
The
The
net.
net.
Dave.
Thank you. Yeah.
Way to come through with that sports knowledge, Ian. Fuck yeah, boy. You
It's
should
a-
be on ESPN, son. He's got the net.
Holy shit, it's a fucking net.
John came alive.
It is quite literally a net, y'all.
It's that white rope thing that hangs from the rim.
Yeah, that was me. Ian with the save.
Do you mean...
You can go ahead and pull your dick out and get that $4,000 masturbate in public right now, John.
dicks are getting sucked, apparently. All right, go ahead.
You ready?
Yeah.
NBA Jam, right?
Drunk.
Yeah, that's what we're locking in.
NBA James.
NBA Jam / James. Thank you, Ross. You get us.
Oh, you even
right.
slash Jamesed it? Mm-hmm.
By my count,
Ross, you're
That's
But
a
we got
9.
yeah, we got more than 6.
Definitely more than 6.
We got half credit on 2.
got like a B+ on that one.
We got 8. Legit.
damn.
Okay, that's a C+.
8 legit, 9 if we cheat. So
9
yeah.
if we're counting our half credits.
Yeah, that's good. That's fucking good. There
was
you
a
go,
good quiz.
Ross.
Thank you,
That was a
Ross.
good
Yeah,
Thank you,
Ross.
Ross.
Yeah,
Thanks,
that
my man.
quiz brought it, man.
So I see that Choctopus is streaming Fire Emblem right now.
Choctopus of Goof Troop fame.
Yep. We could all jump in and start screaming at him.
Live on the podcast.
Do you have any more questions, Dave?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
How you guys doing? Pretty good?
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Cool,
Pretty good.
cool.
Everything okay? Everything going okay?
Yeah, everything's going all right. A little hot, you know.
I'm over it now.
Yeah, you ate those ice cubes. I saw that. That's a good idea.
No, it's not that. I'm just embracing it.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah?
I'm gonna live like
yeah,
this now.
this happens when you're out
Fucking
in
air
like, when
conditioning. I'm
you're
gonna go
hot for
home and
so
be like,
long,
bitch, turn that air conditioner off.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
start to adapt to it.
Talking to my dog, not my wife. Why did you assume it was my wife? Y'all are fucked up.
I didn't say it.
Never call my
Yeah,
wife a
the
bitch.
thermostat's mounted really low.
Show me that
She
tight little
can reach
butthole.
it.
I'm talking to my dog.
My dog.
Look at you prancing around, showing that butthole off to everybody. I'm talking to my dog.
John's laughing as hard as he is because he's imagining my wife in this situation and thinking, oh, wow, she would have murdered us all with one swift stroke. We'd all be dead.
She's a frightening little woman.
Wonderfully,
I mean, she's
wonderful.
She's fantastic. She's a wonderful, but man,
she could.
fear her wrath.
You met
She
her.
is not.
Yeah, I think she's lovely. I don't know
She's
what you guys are
lovely.
talking about.
She is a lovely woman, but for being so tiny, she has the wrath of.
It's fearsome.
She's Thor.
I don't
She's
see it. Yeah, I don't see it.
Yeah, you haven't.
Hey,
You have
got
it.
that
Like-
female Thor 2020.
Yes,
yeah,
we
is
do.
that a
That's
thing?
kind of what I was
That's
alluding to.
happening?
We got that female Thor coming.
Natalie Portman.
What do they call it? Love and Thunder.
Love and Thunder.
Thor,
thank you. I knew it was Love and
Thunder.
something.
Were you as happy about the Marvel MCU updates as I
I love
was?
where it's going. I'm all for it.
It's brilliant.
What
I'm a
if?
little.
Fuck yes.
I'm a tiny bit disappointed we're not getting a little Black Panther sooner.
What are the updates?
And a little Guardians of the Galaxy.
like, what-
3.
I haven't heard
really.
The horror Doctor Strange.
Dude,
what I'm hearing.
okay. Let's
What?
back up a little.
Yeah.
Let's
my
back
wife,
up a little.
Yeah, lay 'em
my
on me.
wife's panties just got wet.
They probably did.
I'm so hard. My wife's panties are wet.
Like
I can
seriously,
tell
she loves
you.
Benedict Cumberbatch and she loves horror movies. So like she
I
seriously,
can tell you, Tanya's
You wanna
super
patch her
excited
in?
she
too.
finds out
call
about
her.
that. She's
Let's call Andy.
Hold your. No, we don't want to talk to you, Andy. Hold your phone up to your panties. We want to hear.
We want to hear the
I need you to
well.
put one earbud down, put
So-
the mic down there, but the earbud in your ear.
So let's cover it a little bit.
All right.
We got Black Widow.
Okay.
I think it's a movie
Okay.
Yeah, that'll be good.
coming out.
Yep.
Falcon and Winter Soldier.
That makes sense. Totally.
Which is
I mean,
brilliant.
All right, that makes sense.
They're trying to say whether or not Bucky or Falcon is going to be the next Captain America.
Okay. we did it. It's fine.
Dude, they're spoiling shit on Endgame.
Yeah, I think that's kinda-
left and right on the open internet right now.
Okay. All right.
You are not responsible for motherfuckers that haven't seen Endgame at this point.
Yeah, like
The next Doctor Strange movie, Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness is how it's called. It's going to be it's going to follow the Scarlet Witch. What do they call WandaVision? They're calling it WandaVision. Is a TV series on Disney Plus. It's going to be followed up by Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, and we think Scarlet Witch is going to team up with Doctor Strange. It's
cool.
It has been labeled by the people that work for Marvel. I'm thinking the Kevin Feiges of the world. This is the first horror movie. They're calling it a horror movie.
Awesome.
So
What's it rated? Say anything about that?
I'm sure it'll probably stick in
NC-17.
Yeah.
I'm
please.
sure it'll stick in the PG-13 range.
It just
Hopefully.
come back getting his dick stabbed.
Did they put
over
horror
and
movie
over.
in quotation marks then?
No,
Or- okay,
no,
all right.
but
Yeah, I'm just curious.
I mean, you can have
I know. I'm teasing.
a reasonable amount of
I'm
horror.
teasing, sure.
What else?
but
Was
you can
there?
have a lot of good suspense.
We got Loki coming up. There's
Thor: Love and Thunder.
There's a Loki series coming out on Disney Plus.
Great. I'm
Which
going to get that for The Simpsons.
I've
I'll
also
also watch
RCAJ's
it later.
all about
Right,
that.
it directly ties into the scene with Loki in Endgame, which I'm not going to spoil.
I mean, you might as well.
But you know what it is. Loki
That
actually
thing
makes it out alive.
Right.
I
Thing.
believe I made the
totally.
comment about this in the. There was a question about who would you bring back?
Is there a like really? Is that like a debate? Is he dead or alive? Of course he's alive.
He's alive, absolutely. Well, there was a question on, I think Gabe may have posted on Tadpog Nation. It was who would you bring back if you could? It was Gamora, Loki, Tony Stark, or Scarlet Witch. Or no, excuse me, Black Widow.
Black
Excuse me,
Widow,
Black
you're right.
Widow. And of course, I had to get in there and get all nerdy and be like, well, since Loki and Gamora are technically not dead at this point in the MCU, Tony Stark. Although I'm all about Black Widow.
Although Brian Betts, I agree with his, where he would bring back Thanos. So
yeah.
Don't get me started on that.
keep this train rolling.
Anyway, after that comes Thor: Love and Thunder, and what they're doing is they're going down the road that there's also another series coming on Disney Plus called What If, and I don't know if you're familiar
Oh
with
yeah.
the What If
comics are the best.
What If comics are the best. John, you got that look of confusion.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What If comics
just really
was
drunk.
basically like
Everything's
what
confusing.
if-
I am drunk and I don't know what you're talking about.
What's a Marvel?
What If comics was like a one-off. Each comic was like dealt with what if someone else had been bitten by the radioactive spider.
What if
Okay.
Deadpool had the Venom symbiote? Like that kind of like that. Kind
Like
of
they go
Okay.
to these different, and they're going to make a whole series on Disney about this. Okay, called What If. One of the What If comics was, was it a What If or was it part of the actual Thor?
What if
Canon.
Jane had picked up?
Jane, in other words, Jane from Thor, which is Natalie Portman, is going to be a female version of Thor.
So that movie is a what if comic. Sort of.
We don't know.
Okay.
But the
it
same
could be
guy-
like actual storyline.
But the
too.
same guy that directed Ragnarok is directing this one.
Oh, okay.
And I'm
Ragnarok
telling you,
was
like
great.
Ragnarok
super good.
was
Ragnarok was
brilliant.
fun.
You know, he was
Yeah.
the voice of the stone guy.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, the guy straight brought Thor home to us. You know, it was
Sure.
It was breaking up a
And
little
Hulk,
bit.
I think, honestly.
And Hulk, absolutely. But anyway, Natalie Portman has been confirmed to come. She came out on stage
Okay.
at Comic-Con with Mjolnir, the hammer, and
Nice.
she's going to be Thor.
Thank you for pronouncing that for me. I've only seen it in print, so
Mjolnir.
Mjolnir.
Meow meow.
Meow meow. As
Mjolnir.
How
I
fast do you
don't
think
know.
you're going, Meow?
in the second Thor movie, or is it the third? How many Thor movies are there?
I don't think she was in Dark World. So it was the
Ragnarok
second
was.
one.
Ragnarok
The second
was
one
third.
is where she goes
The hammer.
Thor.
Meow meow.
meow meow. It goes flying past. One of the girls in the movie she won't say Mjolnir. She says meow meow.
Oh, okay.
Meow meow is an acceptable name for Thor's hammer.
I got you.
I haven't seen the second one, so that one
It's
went
good.
right over my head.
Chris Eccleston is in it. It's good. It's okay. It's not as good as the first one or the third one,
Yeah.
but I will say that it deals with
Chris
the
Eccleston.
Infinity Stone thing
Is
directly.
he the first Doctor?
Yeah.
He's the ninth Doctor.
He's the ninth Doctor.
First
but
in the
first
reboot.
in the reboot of the
Oh,
series.
okay, in the
blah,
reboot.
blah, blah.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Is he your
Sorry.
favorite Doctor,
Predated
Dave?
Tennant.
No, Tenant's my
Tenet.
favorite
It's
Doctor.
Tennant.
Was he also in some movie like?
Gone in 60 Seconds? Yeah.
Yes, yeah, okay. I was like, I know that. I know
Thor.
that
He was
dude.
Thor,
terrible
the Dark
in that.
World
He was
is what you were
terrible in
thinking
Thor:
of.
The Dark World. He was terrible in Doctor Who. He was,
He wasn't
How do you
terrible
feel
in
about
Doctor Who.
You're
Mr.
right.
Eccleston?
You're right.
How do you?
He wasn't terrible in Doctor Who. He did okay.
I've
And he
seen-
was my first
I've
Doctor.
seen one
You know, they
episode.
say
Yeah,
he's
me too.
You fall in love with your first Doctor.
I didn't fall in love with him.
I did
but
not.
I've
But he did
seen-
okay.
Yeah.
One
Tenet?
episode of the
Tenet.
show.
Oh, man.
One, and it was obviously the
Blink.
first one, which had Eccleston.
That's tough, man. That's a
You
tough.
saw
Like
the first one?
the very first
I told you to
episode
watch
of
Blink.
the reboot Doctor Who.
that's a
I
tough.
wanted
one.
to start at the beginning, man.
It is a
Yeah, I
tough
get it.
one. I couldn't get into it.
It's tough.
I started with Matt Smith and then went back.
Okay, guys. Everybody in the Tadpog Nation, if you don't know Doctor Who, if you aren't familiar, watch the episode. It's called Blink.
Yeah, Blink's
With
a really
David
good
Tennant.
episode.
I tell everyone I know that doesn't know about Doctor Who, watch Blink and you'll be hooked.
Yeah.
You'll start at the beginning and watch them all the way to the end. Now, I will say I'm a bit of a hypocrite. I have not watched the most recent season yet
I haven't either.
with our female doctor.
Oh, I'm so far behind.
I have seen the Christmas special where Peter Capaldi morphs into her.
See, I've watched the first season of Capaldi. I haven't seen the second one.
Okay, I've seen all of that up to her first episode, which is the Christmas episode, but I have not caught up to the current season.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to do that. But if you're trying to get into Doctor Who, as I have told you, John,
I know.
start with Blink.
I know.
It's very distinct. Start with Blink.
Start with
You want to
Blink.
watch them all.
Blink's really good. Seriously,
It's a
Blink is a
great-
good like even standalone episode.
It is.
Seriously,
It
like
summarizes kind of what the whole series does
Okay.
in the best possible way. It kind of puts you in the right mindset to accept everything from the beginning to the current, to the present.
Blink is great. Angels Take Manhattan is great.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Oh man,
It's
it's one of
very Ghostbusters 2, but it's awesome.
yeah.
It's Ghostbusters 2 if Ghostbusters 2 was actually a horror movie, because it's fucking scary.
Yeah,
I mean,
It's hard.
but
It's
they deal-
heartbreaking
Blink
and scary.
and that New York episode deal with the same.
Yeah, because I'm just thinking about my favorite Angels episodes.
Ross, Rachel Green, do you actually get mad when people call while Doctor Who is on? I've heard that that's kind of a thing. On Sunday nights, they air Doctor Who on Sunday nights, and you're not supposed to call while Doctor Who is on.
Oh, like
So,
so if your phone rings in
who the fuck is calling me while Doctor Who is on?
while
I'm just
Doctor Who is on,
curious if
you
Ross,
know
Rachel
that
Green
it's some
likes Doctor Who.
serious shit. Like something's actually going on that you need to know.
It's like when I get a phone call from Tyler, and it's like,
because
Right,
something
right,
is
yeah.
wrong.
Something's wrong.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
because everybody knows Doctor Who is on right now, and you're not supposed to fucking ring me. That's what they're saying.
I like that you said "ring me."
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's good.
He did say I was the most British
Yeah,
motherfucker in the world.
Yeah.
Your British is showing. Yes.
It is. Sorry. God.
No, it's okay.
Did I just dominate the last 20 minutes of
No,
this recording?
no, you didn't sound like a Marvel fanboy wearing a Marvel T-shirt for the last 15 minutes. The exact same T-shirt you wore last time you were over here when you also went on the thing about Blade which I have told people about. Like I've legit been like, you don't know about Blade.
You know what the other thing is that they talked about? Speaking of Blade,
No.
at the very last minute they dropped. They are gonna reboot Blade. And
No
guess
shit.
who is playing Blade? Not Wesley
Snipes.
Not Wesley Snipes.
Idris
Eddie
Elba.
Murphy.
Although
only
Wesley
person who
Snipes,
could.
Eddie Murphy.
although Wesley Snipes has endorsed this person,
Okay.
Mahershala Ali. They got him to play he is the fellow that played in Green Book. He played in
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm drawing a complete fucking blank right now. He played in True Detective season 3. Have you never heard of Mahershala Ali?
No, I'm
I
sorry, I
think
haven't.
so.
If you look him up, you will know who
I've probably
I'm
seen him
talking
before.
about. He's a great actor. He's going to play Blade. They're rebooting Blade, y'all, and it's going to take us all full circle, I promise.
As like part of the MCU, like they're doing some weird shit.
For real.
They are doing some weird shit. They were like, we got everything down pat. Now we're gonna fuck with it.
Yeah.
They are.
No, I
There's
mean
the
that's good though,
Eternals.
because I mean you don't want to burn people out. You know.
No, I get,
Something
and there's
different.
truly something to be said about like, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of these movies, and like, yeah, there's definitely, it's like what they did with fucking Star Wars. I love Star Wars.
I know him from
man.
House of Cards.
There you go. House of Cards.
But
That's
it
right.
is-
He was the restaurant owner, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, no, he was not the restaurant.
Yeah, he's
he
too
was
young to be the restaurant
bodyguard
owner.
guy.
Yeah.
He was the bodyguard fella. Anyway, they're doing a great job
Cool.
with MCU. There's
You
the
put some
Eternals.
shades
There's
on there.
Shang-Chi
He's
coming out, which is
young Wesley
I don't
Snipes,
know if
man.
you're familiar with. I don't know if you're familiar with Iron Man 3.
Yeah,
The Mandarin.
Yeah.
Turned out it wasn't really the Mandarin.
right?
It was an
yeah.
actor.
It was a real bummer. Yeah.
Okay, Shang-Chi is a character in the Marvel Universe who fights the actual Mandarin.
Okay.
The actual Mandarin apparently gets pretty mad about the whole
Okay.
guy
Awesome.
faking it thing, and they bring it in. They introduce Shang-Chi.
Cool.
There's a movie called The Eternals coming. Blade. There's just a lot coming that from the MCU that's going to continue to make it very interesting.
Awesome.
They're not going to stay with the exact same formula, but
No, that's great.
It's interesting new stuff that I think is going to be amazing.
That's good. I'm glad they realize that they need to
Yeah.
do it. It just seems
They
like
need to
it's
keep it varied up.
Yeah.
They need to keep it interesting. You're right.
Tyler.
Yes, Dave.
I had fun today
Me too. I had a lot of fun today.
talking with our
I
friends,
love it when they're on.
Pepsi Brothers,
Love it.
John and Ian.
The Pepsi Brothers. I thought we were supposed to be referred to as TADPOG IT.
TADPOG IT.
/
you're right.
TADPOG
Yeah.
IT.
Sponsored by Pepsi.
Pepsi Pop.
Sponsored by Pepsi.
Brought to you in part by.
Brought to you in part by Mondo and Pepsi.
Closed captioning provided by.
Tyler, if you were to give this game a beard that sums up how you feel about it, what kind of beard would it be?
I'd give it a beard. Say you just went to the local honky tonk.
The what?
Local honky
He
tonk.
said the local honky tonk.
Honky tonk.
Is that what is that?
The country bar.
The
country bar?
You got pretty fucked up. Mm-hmm. You got in a few fights. You got like half a hand job
man, so it's
from
like-
like that skank in the bathroom.
Oh, I know
so
that
you're like a
skank.
little horny, you're drunk, and kind of pissed off. People try to tell you don't need to drive home, but you're like, oh, fuck off. And you get in your car and you drive on the road.
I'm Crazy Killer Carl. I'll do whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah, it's my road. And on the way home, you're drunk. It's bad that you're driving drunk. You're being all over the road. You go through a white picket fence and you hit a cow. And when you hit this cow, you hit it so hard.
Says moo.
Right into it says moo. It does, and then it hits your windshield.
points.
It cracks your windshield.
Ah, yes.
And some of it's blood and pre-leather flesh fly through your windshield, smack you in the face, and that's the beard for
All right.
yeah.
But that woman at the bar touched your dick, so pretty much a win.
That's.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
see that as an.
But you
absolute
didn't
win, as Hulk would say.
really come, so you're not sure if you can put it on that list or
Doesn't
not.
matter, she touched
We've
it.
referenced this Tadpog Nation post several times about like deviant sexual acts and their price tag and how high your price is. So that's what that is. Go to Tadpog Nation, check out these posts. You'll know what we're talking about.
Did you just come up with that on the fly?
I did.
God, you were so good at this.
I'm in awe.
As you should be.
Tyler,
Yes, Dave.
if you were to give this game a pair of glasses that sums up how you feel about it,
Yeah.
what kind of glasses would it be?
It is that cracked, bloody, flesh-filled windshield of your your drunken
Yeah, if you
driving
hit that cow.
automobile. Hit that cow.
Like
Yeah.
really hit a cow.
Like you
Like in
got
real
under. You're
life.
driving like a
Yeah.
low riding car that got halfway under that cow before
Yeah.
like you picked
Yeah,
it
it,
up a little
it rolled
bit.
up
The poor
on
cow.
your hood. Yeah.
600 pounds rolled up and smacked
Yeah.
your windshield. Yeah.
Yeah, there's entrails everywhere.
It's stuck on there too.
You
yeah.
break it, you buy it.
Yeah. Now you're in trouble.
It's not a good
You
game.
killed somebody's cow. No.
No. Okay.
Took a long time to get to this,
yeah.
but
No.
here we are.
It
It is not a good game.
It's not better than bloody cow guts.
No. I would
That's
take
preferable.
I would take
apparently.
going cow tipping in an automobile over this game.
Okay.
Okay,
All right.
good.
Thanks for listening, everybody. Let's do my favorite part of the show now.
Let's do it. Let's face our pleasure holes in random
let's lay
directions.
down our
Randomizer,
mats,
we're
face
here
our
for it
pleasure
again.
holes. divine the spirit of chaos, bring it into ourselves. Feel the RNG, feel our skulls. No whammies. Stop!
17.
Oh,
17?
shit.
17.
Shit.
Oh my lord!
Shit,
This
that
is going
could
to
be
be
anything.
almost like
That
near
could be
release
anything.
title.
It could be anything good.
17.
17.
Super Hour Chicken.
Super Alpha Chicken.
I knew
It's
it.
not. I wish.
Finally.
God, I wish.
What we got?
17 is the Adventures of Yogi Bear. Adventures of Yogi Bear.
That's
All right. Now I'm excited about that.
That's
Adventures of
weird.
Yogi Bear.
That is
It's like
weird.
17 games in on the SNES release, they thought
It's alphabetical.
it's alphabetical, not date.
the
Nope,
adventures.
My
Sorry.
bad.
The
I should know
Adventures. It's Adventures of Yogi Bear.
Gotcha.
They just dropped the, I guess.
I was wondering like if they were just in alphabetical order or if
Yeah.
they were in release order. or
Yeah,
what.
they're
Like,
alphabetical. We were going to play through them chronologically, and then,
No.
yeah, the randomizer was born.
right.
Adventures of Yogi Bear. And then we were going to
Yogi
play through them
Bear.
alphabetically.
Yeah.
So that's obviously going to be a platformer, side scroller type thing.
Maybe.
Okay.
I would think so. Maybe it's a intricate puzzle game.
It's a real-time strategy military game.
or dungeon crawler.
You're actually Yogi Berra.
Yo,
It's baseball.
It's
It's a
baseball.
baseball game.
I only have
Boo-boo
5
shot
picnic
him
baskets
in
to
the
make it
head.
through this dungeon.
You're really drunk and you're trying to catch baseballs. It's the Adventures of Yogi Berra.
Man,
And
I
you're
wish
being
I could
quoted a
remember.
lot.
There's a cadence that they do. I could only remember that part that I said about Yogi Bear in the military that they do.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like Yogi Bear is dead. Boo Boo shot him in the head. I can't remember the rest of it. It's like Ranger, something about
Diarrhea.
Ranger Rick is on the hill. I can't remember. Anyway,
Did it have
You
anything
can't
to do with
see
something?
It's like
any
a
of
really-
this because you're in the military.
it's like a really morbid fucking Yogi Bear. You're like,
Do you have one that starts with on top of spaghetti?
no.
And Joker got away. Yeah. Perfect. All right, thanks for listening, everybody. Next week, tune in for that sweet Adventures of Yogi Bear action. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm not. It's gonna be good.
Good. I'm glad. I'm
It's
glad
gonna be
you're
good.
excited.
Yeah.
He's the one that plays it on Twitch. He's not.
That's
excited.
true.
Yeah, I'm glad you're excited, buddy.
I'm excited. I'm excited for you, Dave.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I bet you collect picnic baskets in this game.
Oh God,
You
I
want
hope
bet?
so.
Picnic.
Picnic baskets.
Yeah, I was
right,
gonna say it right.
Sorry.
motherfucker.
Give it the
I
respect
forgot
it
to-
deserves.
I bet you get
Vernacular.
cuckolded by Boo Boo when he fucks the bigger girl bear. That's why he keeps Boo Boo around.
That's
My
Boo Boo's the-
my dicka is not big enough. Boo Boo,
Hey, boo boo.
fuck my wife.
Put my wife over to here.
Look at her sweet bear pussy.
I can always count on this show to take it
On the sweet bear pussy.
twisted
I mean,
turn.
Yogi was all about some cucky cheese. He was,
I know there's gonna be some good Yogi Bear erotica, like Yogi Bear the.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, a small dick, and Boo Boo has a giant dick, bent over with that.
course.
I can't remember the girl's bear's name.
Cindy Bear? I don't
Cindy,
know.
I
Cindy.
think that's it.
Was it Cindy?
Yeah.
fucking right.
Wow.
Yeah, school me on picnic baskets, motherfuckers.
Brought that Cindy shit.
Yeah, then you got that Ranger Rick
On the hill.
Bestiality. Yeah.
Ranger Rick just sits back and jerks it while he watches the bears.
That's my
go
boy,
at it.
Ranger Rick, right there. He does it
Ranger
right.
Rick.
He's like,
Ranger Rick
I
knows
assume that's
what's
his
up.
name.
he's like, I want to be involved in this, but not really.
Yeah, I just want to watch.
It's illegal, but I can watch it all out.
It's funny because it actually
I'm a
goes. Ranger Rick.
goddamn ranger.
Ranger Rick was on the hill. Ranger Rick saw the kill. So
There you go.
yeah, he likes to watch.
His big load, he
his
did
thing.
spill.
Oh, snap.
Nice.
Bestiality we must repeal.
And then
we
there's that.
could be in the army.
Nailed it.
That's what it is. What do you want to be in the army?
Fun rhymes.
Rhyme master.
Rhymes.
Fucking cadences, man. That's why I'm here.
Because I want to be
I'm a human jukebox, motherfucker.
Because I want to be a rap god. That's why. I don't know what I've been told.
Jacob told me like most of the
I
military
was
will
going
call
to say
you.
Jacob, pussy's really cold. I thought
Jacob's pussy is very cold.
Notoriously cold.
I remember
so mad
when the
at me
military
right now.
recruiter, because they all called everybody outside of high school.
Oh,
The military recruiter called him. Hey, Army can take you everywhere you want to be. What do you want to be? I want to be an actor.
Ooh.
Good. Okay. Just hung up.
Man,
He
that
won-
is so
he
He
good.
won
Like,
Stump the Band.
disseminate that information.
He actually beat Stump
like
the
kids need to
Band.
know how to shut that recruiter down.
I
Like,
just told my recruiter I was not interested, but my friend Josh was very interested. I gave him Josh Nance's phone number, and he called Josh
you
Nance
were
and left me
the
alone.
worst friend ever. Oh my god.
That's
Josh
bad.
had, to be fair, Josh had mentioned going to the military at one point. So
Yeah, but damn. You came in his carpet.
Yeah,
You
white
fucking
boogers on his
sicked
face.
the recruiter on him. You could have ruined his life.
Hey, he fucked my girlfriend in college, so it's all square.
Oh, there we go.
Oh.
In my shirt, wearing my Dare shirt. So
Man.
He was wearing your Dare shirt?
yeah, I was
All this time,
I was-
I've thought you were the bad guy.
no, I was going away for the weekend. I was going away for a theater conference on the weekend. I said, "Hey, Josh, please don't fuck my girlfriend while I'm away."
But you know that's code.
Because I knew
You know
what
that's
was
code.
coming. Oh, and he was coming. He fucking fucked my girlfriend while I was away.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, that was a weird like month in that house we lived in together.
Man, me and Ian just looked at each other and had a moment like, what?
And I thought my stories were fucked up.
Cheerio, man.
We're good now though. We're good now.
Clearly you're good.
Yeah.
He says that like, I don't know if you've ever met Josh. He's this guy. I know.
His next girlfriend did give me that one bath that one time, and I got to see her boobs basically whenever I wanted, which was not a prize, but we just could.
Man, I feel like a lot of things are being
All-
revealed right now.
They've been sprinkled throughout the whole podcast. but-
It's cleansing.
Live.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Cathartic
what you say.
episode.
I feel like live boobs are always a prize, but maybe not. Maybe not.
not when they look like elf shoes.
Ooh.
Yeah, they curl
Man, I'm
up
really
on the
trying to
ends.
wrap my mind around how that works. Oh, you talking about, oh, they,
The nipples curled up on the end.
Well, I
like
mean, I've seen
elf
some
shoes.
like
They didn't
that
have
that-
like bells on them. They just curled
bad.
up.
I mean, I've seen the ones that kind of pointed up a little
Yeah.
bit. Those are okay. I mean,
Yeah, they're basically all point.
just
Do you believe?
yeah, that image just snapped in there.
Do you believe that
Gotcha.
at the beginning of this podcast tonight, I actually thought we were going to have it pretty short for us?
Oh,
podcast.
yeah.
Of course
No.
not. Are you kidding
What are
me?
we at?
No.
2 hours,
4
and
hours.
Not.
and a minute.
How much will
It's October.
truncate silence
Yeah.
do? Like, how much damage will it undo?
From this episode, not a whole lot.
Not a lot. There's been a lot of talking. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys.
No.
okay.
If we had,
Really
if
wasn't
we had a
even-
problem with it, we wouldn't have had you on.
I really wasn't even. This. It is sort of inevitable.
Yeah.
We are like Thanos. We are inevitable. Yeah. Have you seen the I Am Iron Man thing where they mixed in? There's a video out there right now where at the end of Endgame where Thanos says I am inevitable and then Tony Stark says, yeah, well, I'm Iron Man. They mixed it in with Black Sabbath, I am Iron Man.
It's pretty good.
I
with the
am
music.
Iron
It's
Man.
actually fits. And it's not long enough. They start the music and the stuff starts to happen that, happens. I'm trying not to be too spoilery, but it works really well and it ends too soon. But now that Marvel is like, or Disney, I should say, is like being pretty free with the ending. Like,
Yeah.
they're pretty much giving everyone a free pass saying
Spend longer. We have all the money. It's fine.
if you don't know by now, you should.
We're the number one movie
follow
ever of
along.
all times. Go ahead.
They were
they
pretty
did.
like careful with the Far From Home stuff.
Yeah.
Where it's like, hey, if you hey bud, haven't seen Endgame yet? Don't watch this trailer.
Have you seen Far From Home?
Yeah.
It's really good.
It's great.
It's really good. And what I thought was funny was that our boy Spider-Man, what's his name?
Tom Holland?
Tom Holland goes on Colbert and says Spider-Man Homecoming, he's British. Mm-hmm. Spider-Man Homecoming was filmed in America. Spider-Man Far From Home, which was filmed in London, he said was filmed 20 minutes from his parents' house because he's British. I thought that was funny. My wife loves that kid. He thinks he's so funny.
The girls wanted us to name Jack Tom.
Huh?
Or the girls wanted us to name Jack instead of Jack Tom.
Oh, because of Tom
Because
Holland.
of Tom Holland.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's adorable, isn't he?
I do like that.
I mean, my wife just thinks he's the greatest. I think she wants to mother him. I think she wants to be his mom.
I think he's a great Spider-Man.
Oh, he's so good.
He's a great Spider-Man.
I'd
He's so
mother the
good.
fuck out of that kid. Shit.
He's so good. He's a good kid.
I make him sandwiches.
Where he
Shit,
fucking yeah, she would. She'd be like, "You haven't eaten enough. You're too skinny." My wife has already achieved grandmother status at this point. She's
Right,
like, "Yo,
yeah.
you need
Sure.
to eat. Oh my goodness, you look skinny. You need to eat. Let me cook you up something. Tom Holland,
Big fan.
our boy, big fan.
I heard that he wanted to do a crossover movie with Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire.
Ooh, that'd be good.
That
like
would
a
be
Spider-Verse
wonderful.
type thing.
Yeah,
That would be wonderful.
Should do it on Christmas. Just ape Doctor Who shit.
exactly.
It's a new Christmas special. All Spider-Mans show up every year.
You guys have Doctor Who. We have Spider-Man.
Yeah. Into the Spider-Verse was amazing.
Into the Spider-Verse.
fuck
I
Yeah, it
did
was.
get to
Amazing.
watch that, and wow, yeah, that was a
It's-
good fucking
Yep.
movie.
It's like I love Tom Holland. I love Homecoming. I love Far From Home. But Into the Spider-Verse might be my favorite.
It's the best Spider-Man movie.
ever.
It's the best Spider-Man movie.
It was so good.
And I love Mysterio too.
I
And
do too.
Like seeing Mysterio in a movie was like kind of a big deal for me.
Yeah.
Mysterio is a great villain, and like they did wonderful things with him in the movie too, because they made him a legit threat. You know?
Yeah, they really did.
They made
And
him a
Jake
legit threat.
Gyllenhaal made that. He did a great job.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fantastic movie. Super, super glad I went to see it.
Hey, well, thanks for listening to this episode, you guys. And thanks, you guys, for being on this episode. We appreciate you guys coming out. Love
Yeah.
it when you guys come on. This has been great.
Thanks, man.
Our pleasure.
So, yeah, Yogi Bear, next episode. Hey, you want to check out all the shit we've referenced in this episode? Tadpog Nation. You got Tadpog Nation, join in, see all that dank shit. If you want that, if you want the darker shit, you got that Tadpog Discord. But the general, the surface stuff, just Tadpog on Facebook. There you go. Shirts.tadpog.com, Instagram and Twitter, Tadpog_podcast. Well, we got that Patreon.
We do.
Yeah.
Patreon.com/Tadpog. If you enjoyed this, hey, consider chipping in $1. That'd be pretty cool.
Give
Yep.
the Spicy Boys some money, for God's
You're
sake.
gonna get
It's
a lot of
You
content.
could listen to the one
and-
with Ian's sex
it's-
stories.
It's wonderful.
It's in there.
It is.
I mean, it might be sort of, at this point, dated and uninteresting, but
No, it isn't.
no, it's
it's
good.
interesting. It's interesting.
Let's see what else we got. You want to give us a call? 270-883-2555. You want to send us a package? That's Tadpog Studios, care of Nicole, Nance, P.O. Box 3785, Paducah, Kentucky 42002.
And I want to thank some people who have recently donated on Patreon. Travis, I'm super sorry. I missed you last week. I thought I was missing somebody. Travis Wilfong, thank you for your donation. We really appreciate it.
Travis, a new
Wonderful
donor?
person.
New donor.
thanks, Travis.
And also, I'd like to thank William Holt, a.k.a. Sith Toast.
Oh, shit.
So, Sith Toast, thank you very much for the donation, man.
William.
You're awesome.
William.
We worked
You're
with
good
you.
and
We know
wonderful
you.
person.
Thanks you for the donation, man. That's awesome.
And I think that's it. I think that's all that
That
we
is
got.
awesome. Good job.
Our theme song is Moves by Sycamore Drive. Look at that track from the show notes at tadpog.com. How would you guys like to close this one out?
Y'all's last episode, you did not say Tropical Capricorn.
Did we not?
You didn't.
What did we say?
Just finished it as I pulled into the driveway. I don't know. I don't remember, but it wasn't. You did not say tropical Capricorn.
Eh.
I'm just saying so that
We like to do things a little different here at TADPOG
That goes
Podcast.
on the list of things that haven't been done since the beginning, except Hello Internet.
Oh, well, Tropical Capricorn came on like
Yeah,
it
on
was
Axelay.
later.
I
Axelay.
remember that.
How many deep was that?
I don't know. That was on IGN's list. I think that was the first episode that Brandon was on.
Yeah.
So it was probably
Yeah.
pretty early on, but I don't know the number.
I was in the second studio.
Yeah, you're right.
So don't ask me. I don't know how to.
Yeah,
close it
I mean,
out.
it's a racing game. It's a shitty, awful racing game. So
So our
What
favorite
is appropriate?
racist trope.
I don't think that's a good idea.
What if I don't
all
have
right.
one?
Yeah, I'm really
All
trying to think.
Ian with the right answer.
No, we all do
saying.
white people dialing the phone.
Sound like you were calling the randomizer.
That's true, because I'm white. That's how I know all about it.
I don't know what Dale Earnhardt sounds like. Or
Perfect.
try to
Dale
do.
Earnhardt.
Dale Earnhardt.
What is Dale Earnhardt?
Junior
Have you
or
ever
senior?
heard senior? I mean,
So we're just going to close it in silence?
I mean, I expect he sounds like some guy we know from work that we work with sometimes that tells us what to do all the time.
I don't know,
We
but I like this guy.
I love this character. Yeah.
I'm thinking CBS sounds like him.
This is what Henry...
CBS, Les Moonves?
yeah, that guy. Yeah.
This must be what Henry
he kind of
feels
sounds
like.
like this. You got to make sure you got your straw
Yeah,
out
you gotta
the
get
bottom
that
like
underbite.
this, and you
Yeah,
got to
the
make
under
sure you
the
criticize
underbite.
everything that's going on in front
Yeah.
of you right now.
Well, Ian and John are a couple of fucking liars. That's all I know. They're a couple of fucking liars. As
Say
yeah.
Tropical Capricorn.
Tropical Capricorn. Fuckers.
Dear Mary, I write from the Civil War front lines. I don't think I'm going to make it. So I have written this for you, a dramatic reading from Civil War soldier, Wizened Sage Ian. You've been around for such a long time now. Oh, maybe I could leave you, but I don't know how. And why should I be lonely every night when I could be with you? Oh, yes, you make it right. And I don't listen to the guys who say you're bad for me and I should turn you away because they don't know about us. They've never heard of love. I get a feeling when I look at you, wherever you go, now I want to be there too. They say we're crazy, but I just don't care. And if they keep on talking, still they get nowhere. Nowhere. So I don't mind if they don't understand. When I look at you and you hold my hand, because they don't know about us. And they've never heard of love. Why should it matter to us if they don't approve? We should just take our chances. Well, we've got nothing to lose. Baby, there's no need for living in the past. Now, I've found good loving, and I'm going to make it last. I tell the others, don't bother me, because when they look at you, they don't see what I see. No, I don't listen to their wasted lines. Got my eyes wide open, and I see the signs. They don't know about us. They have never heard of love. Thank you. Thank you. Thank y'all. Thank y'all so much.
What is that from?
It's from the Tracy Ullman Show.
All right.